BruCast is back, baby.
This BruCast episode is brought to you by the BruCast Store. Explore a store filled with awesome goodies from hoodies to t-shirts to mugs. We've got you covered. Stay in style with BruCast. Embrace the shock, set the trend. Visit now bru-cast.com/store. Link below.
Back with the fire, can't you see the flames? From Deutschland steps comes the BruCast name. Voices like thunder breaking all the chains. Unleash the fury like a runaway train.
Alright, hi everyone, welcome back to another BruCast episode. If it's your first time watching the show, make sure to like and subscribe. If you're listening to Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please ring the show 5 stars. This will ensure that the podcast is recommended to even more people and allow me to keep doing what I love. BruCast is also on Instagram, X, and TikTok, where we upload shorts with the highlights of the show, so follow now. BruCast on Instagram, X, and TikTok. Links in the description below.
Here we thrive, we survive.
Hey there, BruCast fans. Welcome back to another BruCast episode. If it's your first time watching the show, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe if you're listening to Spotify. Guys, you know the drill. Do all of those cool things. It really helps the channel. Share, subscribe, comment, do all of the jazz. You know the drill. Go ahead. All right, so today we have a very special guest. You know her. Her name is Eileen Gemassmer. How are you doing, my friend?
Hi, yeah. Well, I'm back, third time's a charm.
Yes, it's your third time, but for those who do not know you, please introduce yourself.
Okay, well, in the last 2 episodes previously on BruCast, I talked about like how, horse work and stuff was quite crap and how I was treated, and then how, the current job I have is also hard, but it pays well. So, it's a definite upgrade. And just childhood stuff and, kind of that goodness. But yeah. So, on this beautiful day, I have decided to come and join you here. And yeah, we're going to speak about some, random topics, some more focused topics, I guess, on things that I have an interest in. And I think because your platform, is pretty good at growing and stuff, is you picking up the fan.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
I think both mics are working together.
Okay.
And they're picking each other's up. I don't know.
Okay, well, technical stuff.
Yeah, guys, it's
Yeah.
not every day that we have a guest in the studio, so the setup is a little bit different.
Yeah, but yeah, no, like just I don't know. We'll start off with video games, I guess, because that's also a passion of mine.
Whatever you want, I mean. So
Yeah.
you let me know. So yeah,
Where am I looking?
I'm a little bit lost as well. Okay, 1 second.
Yeah.
Parents, have you been searching for an app that's both fun and educational for your kids? I've got something exciting to share with you today. It's called Fantastic Plus. Fantastic Plus is a free app where education meets entertainment, designed specially for children ages 2 to 12. It's built by experts, completely ad-free and totally safe, so you can feel confident handing your phone or tablet to your little ones. Inside the app, kids will find a world of engaging content, their favorite cartoons, audiobooks and songs to spark imagination, educational games that make learning fun, and all of that to keep them entertained while supporting their development. Fantastic Plus is available on iPhones and iPads and even works offline, so whether you are on a road trip, flying, or just at home, your kids will always have something to enjoy. So if you're ready to give your kids a space that's both fun and educational, download now Fantastic Plus for free on the App Store. Fantastic Plus, a safe and ad-free educational platform for kids. Link on the description below. All right, so we're back. Eileen, last time that you came over, I had books
Balancing
on the camera. Right now, the setup is a little bit better, would you say?
Yes, it's a lot better.
It's a lot better. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, because equipment's not cheap, so makes sense. But yeah, like video games. I don't know how many people who watch this play video games?
Everyone
Oh,
play
yeah?
video
Okay,
games. Like
good.
every day, there's I think even inmates are playing video games now.
Yeah?
Yeah. I saw this documentary yesterday. I think in Finland or Denmark, something like that.
Mhm.
When you go to jail, actually, you just go play video games.
Oh, okay.
It's a
That's very
fact.
pleasant, isn't it?
Everyone's playing video games now. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, sure, let's go. But
What are you
yeah.
playing?
Hmm?
What have you been playing?
Oh, I've been playing mainly like, animal survival games, and I recently started playing again Horizon Zero Dawn. Remember with Aloy?
Yeah, the very first one. Or
The second one now.
okay.
And like personally, I love the story. Like the first game was mainly about her finding who she is, and exploring the world and figuring out what's going on with like the AI and what's and then the second one is mainly focused on like the natural destruction of, if you leave these AI, they will get corrupted, and then they
Okay.
do things that they shouldn't be doing and making it hard for the humans to live there, basically. But yeah, it's more about like standing together, fighting against a bigger evil, basically.
Against the eye.
No, against the people who, like the predecessors who used to live on the planet. Yeah, they left, right? Now, disclaimer, spoilers. So, however long this will go on for, there's going to be spoilers from here on out. So if you don't want to listen to that, yeah. But basically, so the people that used to live on planet Earth, yeah, they, like in our generation now, they made this AI called Gaia, and she was supposed to be responsible for the whole planet and protecting the planet, preserving it, etc. And, human greed and everything comes into play. And obviously Ted Faro, who's the main evil guy. Yeah, I don't know if that rings a bell, Ted Faro, but...
In the game.
Yeah, in the game.
Okay.
Yeah, he's basically someone who wanted to get himself to the point where he can live forever, right? And just be the one to sit on top and look, I'm the emperor, basically. And he deleted the main part of the AI, I think it was, and essentially then the world goes into chaos because there's
One second.
What are you doing?
He's doing some monkey business behind you.
Yes.
So for those just listening, my cat's just
being-
catting around.
Yes. Especially very well balanced, I must say. Goddamn. But yeah, so basically he made a virus which infected the war machines he built, and those were fighting against the humans, and there was a massive war, etc. And then the people who what's it called, that have achieved the scientific breakthrough of becoming immortal,
Okay.
they left the planet, and it was like 8 people or something, one of the richest, and everything. And they fly away to a different solar system, right, to rebuild that planet to their specifications. And and then obviously in the second game, they come back because they need the AI to change the whole planet. Basically, they come back to Earth to reclaim it, but then wipe everything out and then start from zero again.
So they're just a bunch of assholes.
Essentially, yes. And you only find this out after you reach a certain point in the game where it's like, who the fuck are these guys?
So you don't know that they came back.
No. They just come in at one point and you're like, what? What's going on here? And then the whole mission is to gather the things, the different personalities of the AI which split up in the first one when you defeated Hades. That was the rogue AI's name. And you have to collect them and then somehow manage to assimilate Hephaestus, which is in a part of the AI that is really good at manipulating the code and evading detection and shit. So getting Gaia and Hephaestus to merge is like a really crucial part of, you know, before like the whole twist happens. And again, spoilers. The twist is then you get taken. So Alo gets rescued, quote unquote, by one of the evil people that came back to Earth, and
They fall in love.
no, but no. So she basically rescues her, takes her away to her bunker, so to say, and she like talks to her about all this art she collected, and she's a Dutch woman, and she just speaks about how she had a friendship with Elizabeth, who was basically Aloy is a clone.
Oh my god.
Aloy is a clone of Elizabeth Sobeck, who developed the AI, yeah? And the Dutch woman, I forgot her name, but she had a relationship with her, but it was more of a... Elizabeth never let her in, like, fully. So it was always difficult for her to actually have a foundation. And then obviously, you know, like, she goes on about that part, and it's just, like, it's a nice explanation of like the relationship before all the shit went down. And then she finds like one, so Alo has this like thing to see like, you know, data in the space basically. So it's not
like her MP3 player.
yeah, kind of, but she can like look at an old object that has data on it, and she can like listen back to things and stuff like that. So it's not VR, it's the other one.
AR.
Yeah, AR, that's the one.
Augmented.
Yeah, reality, essentially, yeah. And then, you know, and she can like grab data from looking at robots as well, like weaknesses, etc. So that's how you defeat them, mostly analyzing. And yeah, so she found like an old one that she broke, because in the first one, Silence, he's a good guy who then turns evil? Question mark? I don't know. He has weird goals, very weird goals. And obviously Aloy feels betrayed by him because he backstabs her essentially. And then she breaks the first one, and then obviously she finds that and she restores it, and she hears all of the stuff that went on in the first game.
Okay.
Yeah, and then she decides, you know what? I'm sick and tired of these, you know, undying assholes who want to restart the whole planet. And for what? It's good right now. We just have to fix some things, you know, put some stability back into the AI, etc. And then we can fix the planet. And the people already on the planet can then coexist peacefully once again. So she wants to do that. Obviously, if I was in that situation, I would also be very skeptical, like, so you come back here and then you want to destroy everything, but now that you heard my backstory, now you want to save me, you know, like, So, you know, and then this whole, like, with the tribes and stuff, like, there's a whole war going on, and Silence basically managed to create a whole guerrilla faction to go against the clans that were in the west, you know, to go against each other. And he wanted to use the leader, who was the main, you know, she's really cool, but she's aggressive as fuck. And she wanted,
What's her name?
I can't remember. You'd have to look up the characters. Horizon Zero Dawn, Forbidden West, and then just characters, I guess. Let me see. No, not Silence. Hold on. It's hard to see. But if you just go on search all.
Search all.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there was no, not Tilda.
Matilda?
Regala.
Regala.
There. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, she is really cool.
She looks like an alien.
Well,
That's
that's
just face paint?
yeah, face paint and like armor from robots that they use, you know, to
All right.
yeah. And I just like the fact that she's just very straightforward, very simple character. She's like, I'm only here to right the wrong, because the is he also there? I don't know, someone down there maybe. Was it Hikaru? I'm not sure.
She's not, whatever.
Well, anyway, so
It's not a main character.
she used to
because
be
those are the main character.
yeah, Aloy is the main, but yeah, she like the character design is just well, because throughout the whole game she's evil, like she's like, we must stop her, and then obviously like the whole backstory of Silence and using her to gain an army essentially, and then to fight the people that came back to Earth from outer space to then gain the technology. So Silence's goal, get the technology so he can be essentially on top, but then from the shadows. So he's very smart, like very sneaky. And then yeah, you can, I haven't finished the game, but where I'm at now is you have collected all of the main people, and
Collected the people.
so essentially like Pokemon. But yeah, you've gathered them all together, and now we have to attack the base of the people from outer space. So yeah, it's a really emotional ride, kind of, because a lot of stuff happens, and I got attached to some characters, and I'm like, no way, why did I do this? But that's just me, and I know there's a lot of people who might think like, oh yeah, you know, female lead, because you know how some people like or some groups go, no, women shouldn't be the lead character.
I just ignore those
I know,
people.
exactly. Because I feel like, yes, we have enough games that have male representation, which is, you know, that's fine. I don't mind. But like, for instance, Gears of War, that should stay men, because that's brotherhood, you know? So I think when they when they decided to change that to a female lead, yeah, I think it was Gears of War 5. I don't know. Can't remember. But when they did that new game, everyone was like, oh, why? And I kind of like, I get it, because the franchise is just built on, you know, the men that fight.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And I mean, you have to play it smart and not make it, I am a, you know, lesbian, and I am, you know, this kind of thing. I don't think we need messages like this encoded into the story. You can just say, hey, look, like, this is, I am so and so, and then you just play the game. You know, it's like nothing should interact or kind of overshadow the story that you're trying to tell, which I feel like sometimes some games really focus.
Eileen, let me stop you for a second.
Yeah.
Do you want to try the other chair? See which is more comfortable?
Oh no, I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah, no, I'm just really comfy right now.
you can also take the pillow out if you want.
Oh no, it's good.
All right,
it's
all right.
good.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, and I think like some games just really focus on this whole thing
On
about
the message.
yeah, on the
the message,
message,
yeah.
and it's a shame, because some games, you know, they take a long time, or just generally games take a long time to develop, you know, and all the funding as well, and then it just kind of gets wasted and lost on something that doesn't even have to be in there. I mean, again, you do what, like, if you identify as whatever, you do you, okay? Again, I'm not against anything that goes against the LGBTQ, whatever. You do what you want. Be yourself, you know, and but just don't shove it down my throat, you know?
I know what you mean. I mean, Disney has been doing that a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, but I feel like we're talking about the EU. What's it called again? DEI.
Yeah,
DEI.
yeah.
The message.
Mm.
Go woke, go broke. I mean, some people feel like they need to force this message because it needs to be. You know, at the end of the day, I only care about the game.
Yeah.
Is it fun to play?
Yeah, exactly.
Everything else is secondary. You
Yeah,
know?
are the characters well, you know, thought out? Does does it match the story that you're trying to tell?
I don't care if they're lesbians.
No.
Who cares? Like, I want to first have a good movie or a good game. That's the primary focus. And I feel like those companies think the other way around. At least they used to.
Yeah.
I don't know if things are changing right now.
Well, I mean, you know, there's a lot, like all of the back pushing back on that. I think maybe some companies have like realized, right, because technically the demographic, like when they say, oh, we have to get another like 50% of the other gender included, you know, because it's mainly men who play video games, right? Statistically. And all the casual gamers, so like on your phone or, you know, just playing Pokopia or whatever. What was it called again?
Pokopia?
Po-
I think it's called Pokopia. I don't know.
Something. With Pokemon. But yeah, so basically any casual gamer needs to be hit by this gaming demographic, which is essentially like not needed, because if these people wanted to play these games, they would play these games, right? But if they don't, then why do you need to appeal to them? Because they're not interested, so why bother?
It's greed.
I know,
Eileen. They just want more money.
Profit.
It's more... Did you see what Disney did? We're talking about evil companies, right?
Good.
Like they just fired... You probably heard about that. They just fired the whole art department for the Marvel universe.
They did? I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, it happened, I think, 2 weeks ago or something.
What?
They fired everyone, and because Disney just got a new CEO, brand new CEO.
Oh.
And he said, AI is the future. You guys get used to it, and that's it. You're all gone. And they just fire everyone. And now, what I think he's doing, I think he, like, first of all, he's being very insensitive, right?
Yes.
It's money above everything else. It's like Thanos. Instead of Thanos, he had the gauntlet. He could have. Oh my God, there's something very funky with the
Microphone. Yeah.
No, not with the microphone, with the camera switch. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Let's try doing this, guys. Give me just a second. We need to figure this out.
Technical difficulties
In the studio. Let's try this right now. Choo. Hopefully this works. Let's see. So what I was saying, let's try again, is that Thanos, he had like the infinity gauntlet. He could have done everything. He could have doubled the resources in the universe, right?
Exactly.
Instead of killing half of the universe, he could have just doubled the resources, the space, everything.
Yeah.
He was just insensitive. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I think.
Just to conclude, I feel like this new Disney CEO guy is the same thing. He has. Dude, you're the CEO from one of the biggest companies in the world. You have infinity money. You have infinity power.
Yeah.
In our society, money translates to power.
Exactly.
And instead of creating other opportunities or maybe retirement packages, you know, like that wouldn't cost anything for them, or maybe a soft transition over the years.
No.
Like he could have done all of those things. None of those things were illegal to do.
Yeah.
It's like, no, just fire everyone in a snap, you know?
Yeah.
It's like Thanos.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I also agree. I also feel like viewing Thanos and like, oh, he's a great, you know, all his followers probably thought like, oh, he's a great savior. He's going to right the wrong of the universe. And it's like, no. I think he was blinded by his own ideology of like, if I do this, you know, I'm preserving a certain type of balance, because he always goes about the balance, you know?
Yeah, but he was the one who could define the balance.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He could have just, like you said, double, cool.
Double
everyone
everything.
happy.
Yeah.
So, and I think, like, just that thought, you know, of someone having all the power, all the money, all the resources, and then going, like you said, with the just cutting people out of a company that has been with us for a very long time. Like, Disney's been around for ages, and I grew up on Disney too, and I find looking back, like, was so much better, you know?
Yeah, because they cared.
Yeah, and now
it's all about
just,
money.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes like oh God, what was like Enchanto? I don't know.
Enchanted?
Enchanto is like the magical house.
Oh yeah.
Like, I watched it and I'm like, okay, like this is nice, but some things in the movie just kind of rubbed me the wrong way again, like with messaging, like
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
I would say, like, from all the Disney flops, recently. This is one of I
Yeah.
would say it's one of the best ones
Okay,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah, but go ahead. What?
Like for instance, with you with the sister who has all the prettiness, with the flowers and stuff, and
Yeah.
like how you can't appreciate maybe a cactus, something that's not necessarily pretty in some people's eyes, because she also just wanted to maybe express a little bit of her frustration,
Okay.
because she always has to be happy and perfect and beautiful. So to me, like giving the message like, oh yeah, no, and then I think it was the grandma or something.
She was the villain in the end, the
Yeah,
grandma.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like always saying, no, you can't do this like that. It's like, well, hold on. We're each individual people here. Can't we just live in peace, like help the people and appreciate other things that you can also create, like a cacti? I don't know. But I mean, I've watched this movie like forever ago, so I'm not well versed in it anymore. But I mean, the premise was nice. Like, I enjoyed the songs in it, I like the animation style. Like, I like the soft animation that they use. Like, the character design is the same with, the boy that goes to...
Luca.
Yeah, Luca. That
Luca,
one was
yeah.
also... I like that style, too. Again, accepting that you are different. Yeah, just because you are not born in the same place as a human, and you come from the ocean, it doesn't mean you're any different, because society also functions down there like how it would there. It's alien, it's different, scary, unknown to people, like, oh my god, a sea dweller, we must kill it. It's like, calm down. As always, like, being confronted with something new is very difficult for some people to get over and to understand it. It's like, I recently saw a clip on Instagram that was like, voodoo dolls, right?
Okay.
Just follow me. So
Where's this going?
so how voodoo dolls are like, oh, it's bad, it's witchcraft, blah blah blah,
Okay.
But technically, in like, Africa and all of this, like when the Christians, and they came down, they saw this. Hey, Bruno, what's your ailment today? And then you say, I have a headache, or,
Okay, I have a headache.
Okay, and then I take a doll or something, I put a needle in your head, and I say, okay, I'm going to give you this and this herb or this treatment. Come back to me once you feel better or not, and I'll put this doll on the shelf, right? And let's say of 2 or 3 days you come back and you go, hey, yeah, it worked. Thank you very much. I pick the doll, take the needle out, put it back. It's documentation. It's not to curse anyone. It's to document what you've been working on. And if you came back and now my headache is still there, can we try something else? You go, yeah, sure. You leave the needle in that head, in the doll, and then you say, okay, I'm gonna prescribe you something else, right? So the needle is only there because, paper and pen, all of that. It's not always available, but humans find a way to...
You're kidding me.
No,
Voodoo
really.
dolls were a type of documentation?
Yeah, back in the day. And because, again, people who didn't understand this method of, documenting, saw this as a, oh my God, they're cursing people. They are giving them headaches. It's like, no. and that's why, like, that is such a like, first maybe go in with an open mind. You are going into a land you do not understand the culture, right? And just go in with an open mind and just, okay, let someone explain something to you before you go off with assumptions, And I feel that's happening a lot nowadays too. Like,
Where?
Just in general, like, at least...
You're just talking about racism,
Well, I mean, technically, yeah, you could call it racism, right? Because it's like, these black people, we don't know why, but they are using dolls and putting needles in it, and then, like, witch doctors, and I don't know. But, again, this clip, I saw this a while ago, so... But yeah, that's basically how it was used, as a documentation method to see.
Crazy.
I know.
I had no idea.
But yeah, And yeah, we totally got off topic. My God, we are just brilliant at this. So back to games.
Going back to Horizon.
Yeah, Horizon. So essentially, like, I like the story, I like the characters, and yes, they could have done a few little bits more different, like just my own preference. Like, there's moments where you, in the first game, you can interact with the characters with more dialogue options that, like, say, like either a more thought out reply, or a aggressive reply, or a heartfelt reply, right?
That's nothing new in games.
No, but that was in the first one. In the second one, it was more like, okay, these are all the dialogue options, and there wasn't really any way to
The emotion.
expand on the emotional side, which I kind of missed, but whatever. Their choice. I'm just going along for the ride. But yeah, so that game to me is, my opinion, one of the best games I've played. Then Crimson Desert came out recently. I don't know if you've no, you have not.
I've seen it.
Yeah. Like Pearl Abyss, they made Black Desert Online.
Yeah.
I also played that. I found it great. But yeah, like, yeah, you can collect animals. How cool is that? And I like how this gaming company actually listen to you, People say, the control was crap at the start, we need optimization for the hardware on different things.
But I'm gonna be honest, like, if you're developing a game nowadays and you have cats and dogs and you're not allowed to pet the cats and dogs, like, you're wrong. You're just wrong.
Yeah, you're criminal right there. But yeah, like, so...
Oh, dragons, of course.
Yes, you can have dragons. You can even have a mech suit as well. Somewhere. I don't know if there's a picture somewhere around there.
Mecha suit?
Yeah. There you go. You can fly around and shit and fight and whatever. But yeah, you just have a vast choice of mounts that you can obtain, and the world is like, the map is huge, and I'm just like, how am I gonna... Oh my God. Like, I'm struggling now in only the first, like, village that I'm in, like, orientating myself on where what was, because I've been searching, I think, a few hours now for one thing that I couldn't find, and I'm just like, where am I going? But yeah, the controls, because I play on Xbox controller.
Yeah.
On the PC, so I find it easier than keyboard. I don't know. But yeah, like, it's something you have to get used to, because, like, you develop new skills.
Gamepad controller?
Yeah.
Aren't you like a gamer?
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
No. Like, the controls are different in the sense of, like, the bumpers do different things. Like, you can reflect the light with your sword to find hidden objects, or, like, roast meat.
What?
Yes.
So you need to no. Wait a second. You need to reflect your sword,
like the light
of your sword, in a certain way in order to find meat.
Well, no. You can roast meat. That's a nice side feature. Yeah, okay, you can roast it. That's a feature.
Okay.
But the purpose is to see, like, any sparkling points of interest, so it's a little bit like Skyward Sword, where you had to, like, use the point to the sky, charge up the blade, and then you swish it down, and then
that's pretty cool.
I like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's definitely something you have to get used to, because I'm so used to using the bumpers for other things in other games. So I'm just like, wait. And then sometimes the guards would, like, jump back at me if I pull out my sword suddenly and trying to reflect. They're like, whoa, and I'm like, well, I'm sorry, didn't mean to do that.
Did you play Skyrim?
Yes.
Oh my God, that was my favorite thing to do, just to mess up with the citizens. They were so autistic, They're like, you would do, like, the weirdest shit, and they'd just look at you. Wait, hey, what are you doing? And then out of the blue, they're just, I'm gonna kill you.
It's like, wait, that was on accident. I'm sorry.
Oh man, that's such a good game.
Skyrim, I feel, is still one of the best games. Like, even it's like, how old now?
It came out 2012, I think.
2011, yeah.
Okay, so it's pretty old.
Yeah, very, very old. I feel old. But the fact that you, like, all the mods, like, especially changing the scenery to something more modern,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like so it's not so like blocky. I don't know, because you know how in 2011 it was
yeah.
still quality wise, but I mean, essentially, like its essence is what counts, because you can go like you after the first part. It's like, all right, cool, I can do whatever I want, and then walk off completely the other direction.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
just
had
do what you want.
this essence that you're talking about. I feel like it's some of the Breath of the Wild essence, you know, like have this real open world, and you can brave anywhere. You can go
Yeah,
anywhere.
and you can also just go to the main boss directly, which I find. I mean, I think, I don't know, can you in Skyrim go to the main? No, I don't think so. I think you have to go through the main story to get to that point. But yeah, like in Breath of the Wild, you can just, as soon as you exit the tutorial,
You can.
yeah, take a twig and then I'm gonna whack you, Ganon. Fuck you. And then the twig breaks and you're like, great, I have nothing to defeat you with.
In your underwear, by the way.
Yes, in your underwear. Yep.
Yeah. It's a good game. Can you be in your underwear in Crimson Desert?
I do not know.
Okay, we're gonna know right now. Crimson Desert underwear. Okay, I'm not gonna share the screen.
No.
Never mind.
But yeah, there was a picture.
The new Resident Evil came out.
Yeah.
Resident Evil Requiem. I'm not sure if you're a fan.
No.
But yeah, there are a bunch of suggestive mods. Let's put it that way. You know.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen those.
Oh, you've seen it.
Yes.
Okay, so you're not a Resident Evil fan.
No.
But you've seen the mods.
Yeah. My For You page is sometimes it will just come out with the most left, like, or right weirded stuff. I'm like, I didn't even click any of this. Why is this coming up on my For You page? But yeah, like, I think those games, they just, people just go wild with creativity. You just do what you want.
But I don't think. I think like it's not only with games, you know. Isn't there a rule called Rule 34?
If you can think of it.
There's porn of it. So yeah,
I know.
There you go.
Exactly. So it could be the most niche thing, and it probably exists somewhere.
Yeah. Humans are
Weird.
we're animals. But okay, I'm having existential
crisis.
There's something that I wanted to comment on the Horizon thing that you.
Yeah.
As soon as you started describing the Horizon Zero Dawn story, it's like, is she talking about real life? Right?
You think?
It felt like it.
Okay. Well, I mean, technically, like throughout the second game, you get a little bit more history on how today the AI topic is a touchy subject, and the outer space lady, she was also commenting on that. Yeah, that was kind of a touchy subject back in the day, you know. And I'm thinking, like, as I heard this, I was like, well, she's not wrong. Speaking to this day and age, to me personally, AI to me, I use it for finding out something, you know, or read or quickly putting a document into a concise, narrowed, you know, like collective of information.
Summary.
Yeah, summary. Thank you. I keep forgetting. I'm going all the way around. But yeah, like so having a nice summary of some subjects that are a lot to read through, you know. Also to help me develop, like, because I'm writing stories, like fantasy and, you know, like all that sci-fi and like Fallout inspired with Skyrim kind of story writing. And yeah, it's been going really good because, like, I tend to, when I write a story, like describe a lot of what the characters are going through. And sometimes when I reread it now, because sometimes I take like a very long break, I come back and I read it and I'm like, ugh, what did I write? Like, what is this garbage? And then I like use it to like help me brainstorm changes. And then I go, okay, cool. You know, like this would make more sense. And then I change it, I reread it, and I'm like, more concise. You are letting the reader I'm trusting the reader to get the gist of what's going on without going too much into detail, because that can clutter the paragraph a lot. And yeah, like it's like just for me, like ChatGPT in general, like, or Claude or whatever you want to use, you know.
There's so many.
Yeah, too many.
Yeah.
You know, it's a service, and it's a like an entity in itself that can help someone, especially like struggling to focus, you know, with ADHD and shit, to just get to the point sometimes. Like now I've just rambled again.
How would you think the Lord of the Rings book would have come out if Tolkien used ChatGPT?
Very different.
Very different. Yeah, so that's my point. I think would remove a lot of this clutter, you know, because Lord of the Rings is famously known for being very descriptive.
Yeah.
There's so much repetition and about the environment and like world building, right?
Yeah, of course.
And you're telling me that ChatGPT is actually trimming all of that down.
Yeah, like, because I have, especially like from the character's point of view, I tend to include a lot of like how they're feeling and stuff like this. Like I mentioned the
that's
environment.
Your style, Eileen.
I know, but it's like it's too much.
It's too much.
Yeah, like because sometimes, like, again, I don't edit it and then I reread it and I'm like, even I'm months later reread what I wrote and I'm like, okay, this is a mouthful.
Okay.
You know. Because I just want to get to the story. And I have, like, in the main story that I'm writing, there's many points of view changes. So that you, like, throughout the entire timeline, different things are happening at the same time in conjunction with each other. So trying to get that across is difficult because you have to hit a certain nuance at the end of a chapter, and then if it leads into a different part, so like peace and quiet has finally been met after a certain action happens, right? And then suddenly it goes back into full action, right? So balancing, it's a very fine line, but I mean, I also like read a lot of those types of book, you know, like fantasy style books to inspire my own, you know, and I like how, yes, you have a description of the environment and what's happening, and then you have the characters, and then, you know, and if I can add a little bit of my own twist to things, so I have perspective from each character and not just
writing.
Oh,
What's the name of your book?
Well, right now the title is Bear and the Flame. Yeah.
When it comes out?
I don't know. But yeah, no, I've
the bear, like the animal bear?
Yeah, like
okay.
Yeah, and then the flame. So it's a bit of a romance, slow burn.
Can I disclose it? The name of your dog?
Well, yeah, Kuma bear. Yeah,
You really like bear. Is inspired on Kuma?
No.
Okay.
No. But no, it's just like, I thought, wouldn't it be cool to have a book about something like this? Because it has like, so it has shifters, so people who have like powers to shift into animal forms.
Okay.
And then you have like magic and, you know, all that shit, and you have vampires and all of this kind of lore. But yeah, no, but it's a work in progress for sure. I can send you a copy.
Please do.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm proud of what I've started. It's just hard to, you
Keep
know,
it going.
Yeah, because sometimes I have writer's block and I'm like, okay, I need to stop because I get overstimulated with all the ideas going in my head, and I'm just like, it's too much. I don't know what to start with now, and then I just go, you know what, step away. Which is good if you can recognize something like that, to just take a step back and focus on something else. I think then it's progress already, because when you come back you are fresh again.
Who was the scientist? I think there was a very scientist or philosopher. Guys, correct me in the comments. It was who was it again? I think it was what's the name of the biggest philosopher of all time?
Oh God, now you're putting me on the spot.
Oh man, I forgot. Let me look it up. Philosopher.
So many. Nietzsche.
Plato. There you go.
Plato.
I had the Portuguese name in my head.
Oh, okay.
So it was either Plato or Socrates.
Yeah.
They would always walk and take walks because they, in their mind, and like one of those two guys, I don't remember which one. By walking,
Yeah.
you're just letting the ideas flow. You know, if you just try to face your problem the whole day, staying at home, like it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You need to circulate.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think either Plato or Socrates, again, I don't remember, it was one of those famous guys. He would even teach while walking.
Yeah.
So he would have
that's
his
mainly-
disciples walking with him.
Yeah, I feel like that's more in the Roman, like Greek, you know, in that time frame where mainly the Greeks. I feel like the Greeks, they have so much philosophical wisdom.
Yeah, there you go. So let's share the screen. Many philosophers used walking as a crucial part of their creative process. So it was many of them. With Friedrich Nietzsche.
Yeah.
So I was completely off. He was he's a therapist, right?
I think so.
Who walked 8 hours daily.
I mean, that's impressive
Yeah.
if you have a lot to think about.
Good for him. Yeah.
But
He was the father of the psychoanalysis. Yeah, okay. Where were you going with this?
that's okay. But yeah, like I feel if you have a lot to think about, especially like if you're planning to write, you know, a story, or if you're planning to write a document about a certain subject.
8 hours a day.
I mean, that's
8 hours, Eileen.
yeah, I know, but those are those people.
Not less.
No. I can't get the ideas out. I need to have exactly 8. It's like, yeah, you must sleep for 8 hours a day, which I also think is kind of stupid because people run off different times, you know, naturally.
No.
Yeah.
You need to wait. You need to sleep.
No, like people, not everyone sleeps equally long enough. Like I can live off 5 to 6 hours of sleep and I'm fine. Because if I try to sleep longer, I'll get more tired. Like I wake up more tired. I don't know why.
More than 5.
Yeah, like
It's pretty good because now you have more time for yourself. You know, you're not just
yeah,
sleeping all the time.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because I can sleep when I'm dead, you know. So
Alright.
yeah, I mean, there's in the stables we used to say like, you can stand still in the box, you know, to the horses, because it's like when they're outside and being moved, they have to move and do the work,
Yeah.
you know, because it's exercise. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So in the stables, so for those who do not know, Eileen used to work with horses.
Yeah. But yeah, like I feel there's so much. I sometimes have FOMO, so fear of missing out, with certain things. But I'm trying to not let it get to me because, like, I want to be online. I wanna experience stuff. I wanna know stuff. I wanna learn stuff. But it's like there's only so much time in the day that you can do stuff, and yeah, and some like there is days where I sleep probably like 4 hours because I am so like my brain is just going 100 miles an hour and I'm thinking of all these great things and I'm like, but I can't do them now. I need to rest. I need to sleep because I have work the next day, you know? So it's like
Yeah, I've been dealing with that as well. Like, just want to be connected all the time. And I realized that's just me, right? The more I do it, the worse it gets. So I've been doing like a protocol recently that's been really helpful.
Yeah.
At 10 p.m. I just unplugged the Wi-Fi router.
Okay.
It sucks because then I get my phone and use my 5G data. But that's the price, you know, I'm paying the price of being connected all the time. Because I realize like all my hobbies, they are either playing video games or learning a music, to play on the guitar, but through the computer, or having a podcast online.
Yeah.
I realize that no matter what I do, or working, no matter what I do,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the screen. No matter what I do.
Yeah.
I was like, that can be that cannot be the best life I could be offering myself, like
Yeah.
I have so many books here. I used to read a lot, like you can see.
Yeah, like a vast collection.
I was an avid reader my whole life, but
Yeah.
throughout the years, the internet has been becoming such a big thing. The computers, the devices, like
Yeah.
I'm just connected all the time, and so I've been trying to disconnect. After 10, it's hard because I have the FOMO, right, like you mentioned. And on Sundays I was like, okay, I already spent 6 days of the week looking at screens, but the whole time I was awake, like during 6 days, it's not possible that one day of the week I can't do anything else.
Yeah.
And then I try to go for a walk or read a book. Again, it's hard because it's addiction. Like it's a tech addiction, right?
Yes, yeah.
It's like this FOMO. I feel like has some addictive qualities to it. Yeah. At least for me, that's my.
No, I totally get you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad that when I'm at work, because I have a very physical job, like I don't have time to look at my phone. Only maybe to reply to a quick message when I'm walking from one space to the other, So to me, I just have my podcast, music, whatever in my ear.
BruCast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you've come on some journeys with me during the day. I'm like listening, and I'm like, oh, that's very interesting. Yeah. And sometimes I laugh like out loud as well if something funny has been said, and then people look at me like, was she laughing at? It's like, you don't know. But yeah, like it's a way, because people say, oh, listening to an audiobook is not reading. Well, it kind of is, because you are comprehending words that are being said to you, and I either
It's not
think...
your pace, though. It's not your pace.
No, but, like...
You're just... Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're getting the story. You're getting distracted.
Yeah. But, like, sometimes I think in either I am imagining the words being read out on a page, or my mind goes into what's like, I am imagining a movie scene, like what's happening.
How do you drive with all of those
That's
things?
what I mean. ADHD is great. I use this, like, I can just multitask in that way. Like, I compartmentalize,
that's
certain
good, yeah.
aspects. Yeah. I mean, occasionally I will get too distracted and I'm like, oh shit, I missed my stop.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, if I don't have something to as a background noise that I can sometimes focus back on and focus out and stuff, then it's too quiet and my mind is too loud.
Yeah.
So having something in my ear to kind of help me focus on it and then focus on my job is good.
Yeah.
But that's just me. Other people work differently, obviously. But yeah, like like there's other people who have the music, like their speakers, to play music all day, loud. And I'm like, I'd rather have my music constantly with me than having that in the car and then I leave, come back and it's a different song. And I'm like, oh, I was enjoying the other song, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah.
God bless you. I have a guy.
Yeah.
I don't have a guy. I have a coworker.
Yes.
That sounds better, right? Won't be named. He's exactly the opposite.
Oh, okay.
He can only concentrate with loud music and noise and warm weather.
Okay.
That's his vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But he's in an office environment, and he needs to be singing and listening to music and making noise constantly throughout the whole day in a warm environment. Like, it's impossible to be around him. But I feel like everyone around him just like accepted there's nothing they can do.
Yeah.
But there's some people like who's exactly the opposite, like you described.
Yeah. Like I
thank you.
Yeah,
I like to
you're
say
welcome.
thanks.
But yeah, like with just going back to the whole with the companies and stuff, like with all the power and shit, backtracking because I feel like we went off track again. It happens. Remember when Twitter got like with the
Ellen,
whole X
before
debacle?
we go into that, do you want to take a quick break?
Yeah, we could take
let's take a quick break. We're gonna be right back, everyone.
talking about?
And you're back, everyone. Look who's here. It's Hunter. Say hi. Okay. So I'm really happy in Germany, but I don't understand what Germans have against our air conditioners. Like they just don't support air conditioners. They're like, it's, I don't know. What's their deal with air conditioners?
I mean, Fenster auf, Luft rein, passt. Open.
Not enough. Not enough.
I know. It's a bit of a struggle, but I think because having something like that in your I mean, we have like the ones that you can roll on the little wheels.
Yeah, but those are noisy because you have. I'm sorry. You have the device inside of your flat, so the whole noise it's inside of your flat.
Yeah, I think maybe it's just an expensive luxury. I don't know, but we work hard, we live hard. This is how we do.
All right.
But yeah, we were talking about companies and stuff before we did the break. I mentioned it. But yeah, like the whole thing with like Twitter getting taken over by Elon. And then him firing, what you mentioned earlier with Disney doing, I feel like also that was just very insensitive of him to do that so fast, make a cut, like, oh, okay, bye-bye. Because he wanted to, I think it was like reduce...
DEI.
I don't know if...
Yeah, I think
was
so. From what I understand, when the people that Elon fired, they were all pushing the agenda. Pushing the message, that like Twitter was like super chaotic. It was just
no, it's still chaotic, I feel.
people censoring, like, and they were censoring everyone, and I don't know, but the whole Disney situation again, same thing. The CEO firing a bunch of people all at once, but it was just because of money. They just wanted just greed.
Yeah, like cheaper labor.
Labor. Because Eileen. Trust me, like in 6 months' time, even less, they're gonna hire everyone back.
Yeah,
I'm sure, but just for the half of the money, like I think there's this principle in business, I don't know, that regularly CEOs do that, so they can hire everyone again for cheap, for less, because they need to show who owns them, like that's like a quote. They said it online. The workforce needs to fear their bosses again. Like one of those big CEOs said that. Yeah,
that's really dumb. Because technically, we don't need them, but they need us to keep their company going. Think about it like that.
For now.
Yeah, for now, until AI takes over.
You don't have this danger. What are you talking about?
Wow.
It's never gonna happen with you. So for context, Eileen, she delivers packages, your precious packages, at your doorstep. That's what she does. And
be nice to me. Be nice to my colleagues.
Many of them are pretty assholes.
Yeah.
You know that, right? They just throw your package like that.
Well, that's
you don't do that, huh?
No. I ring the doorbell. Very good, I shout up. I need a signature, and then I come up to you.
So you're not getting replaced anytime soon.
No, I don't have to worry. But like with so like Disney's doing that drastic step, which is dumb. I don't think we should fear our bosses. It's more of like, can't we just all work together? Which, I've worked my way up in my life to a point where I can say I can live comfortably without stressing. But then, like, for instance, like hobby gaming is being like you see the things that like Discord has posted about identification thing. Everyone above the age of
they backtrack it.
Yeah, Discord backtracked.
Yeah.
Which is good. But then like I think Xbox I think PlayStation tried this recently, and they. I don't know.
Identification tracking?
Just like, you need to upload either a selfie video or like your government ID or something, which is just to me like the responsibility lies on the parents, right? What your kids play And what they do on the console is the parent's responsibility if the kid is too young. Right? That's why you have all these parental features on these things, you know. But yeah, like obviously kids will always find a way to get around these, you know. But still, like especially talking to people you don't know online is a massive, you know, thing. I always tell all my siblings, like, guys, just be safe on the internet. If you feel in your gut something weird, distance yourself, right? I think that's very important to trust your own gut. Like,
unless you're playing Roblox. Roblox is safe.
Oh yeah, of course, so safe.
I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, so the Schlepp did a good job at catching predators. Like he, you know, hunted them down essentially, documented all of their interaction.
Who is the
Schlepp? You don't know Schlepp?
No.
Oh, he was a Roblox I don't know, streamer.
Schlepp?
Yeah, Schlepp.
Okay.
And he made content. So he had two channels. One was like, you know, PG, family friendly stuff, and the other one was then catching predators. So, and his work, I think, put 6 people behind bars, something on that line.
On Roblox.
Yes, from Roblox.
What?
Mad, right? But there are so many things on. Like it's the same with VR chat. Like there's so many worlds and so many like things that like older people just, again, if I hear a voice chat and there's like a kid, I'm like, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna be very PG, you know, like don't swear, don't do any weird jokes or whatever, you know, like what I do with my friends that are my age.
Yeah, but you have a conscious.
Yeah, exactly. I have a consciousness. Yes. And these disgusting humans who take advantage of innocent kids on a game that is designed for kids, right? Is targeting kids. Disgusting.
Did you see Jeffrey Epstein used to play Call of Duty?
Yeah.
And he was on Fortnite as well.
Yeah.
What he was doing in there?
I don't know.
I don't think he was
weird.
just playing for the fun of the game, you know?
No, he's
like,
probably finding targets.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he did, right? Or is still doing? I don't know.
Well, nah, he's dead.
So what's your take on that? Let's talk about that for a second.
What about Epstein?
Is he alive?
He's dead.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Why?
Because why would they, like, he was a target from someone, obviously. Like, someone must have been like, he has to be put to an end, right? Obviously, they say it's self-inflicted and, you know, he hung himself. But, yeah, I think, there was some, you know, unfair play going on here, you know?
So they got killed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was all organized. Like, with the release of the Epstein files, there's been just a lot. There's so many. Like, in America, a lot of the stuff is censored, but here in Europe, it's uncensored. Did
The
you know
Epstein files?
Mm-hmm.
How come?
Well, I don't know.
So
I think
the
that's just,
Epstein
like,
files, Eileen, you're saying here,
laws.
breaking news. The Epstein files in Europe,
Oh, in France,
in France, are
I think
they have more information,
Mm-hmm.
less things are redacted than the same files in the US.
Yeah.
This doesn't make any sense
I
because
know.
the files are from there.
I know. But it's like, the stuff that they are showing us is bad enough, but the stuff that they aren't showing us is probably even worse.
Ooh, okay.
Right?
I know what you mean, yeah.
But again, the way he used that to get people on his side, because the way he's governing, the way he's talking about things right now is just like, can you say one coherent sentence, please? Because there was this clip that I watched this morning that was like, the BBC put words into my mouth, horrible words, you
You're
know.
talking about the orange man?
Yeah, the orange.
Okay.
Yeah, the orange raisin. Yes. Yeah, and him just saying that, and it's like he was repeating the same point and going, "Yeah, beautiful words," I said. You know, it's like, what? Okay, so what did the BBC put in your mouth? Like said that you said, but didn't say. But they, so it's like just say the sentence like, oh yeah, the BBC has made claims that I have said blah 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 blah, but I actually said blah 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 blah, and then obviously people can get evidence from what he actually said, then compare it with what he did say, what
but
they
you're
said.
still trying to apply normal
Logic, I know.
logic to politicians. I know. That's not how they work.
I know. It's frustrating.
Oh, there's this guy in Brazil. His name is Manuel Gomes. Have you heard about it? So he was a singer who became a singer out of pure luck because he went viral out of the blue for doing a very silly, funny song. Like he just came up with it. And now he's like the superstar. Like he's like, I wouldn't say world famous. He's not world famous, but he's very famous in Brazil, right? And just because of the silly song, and now he's becoming a politician. Okay. And everyone's asking, but are you from left? Or are you from right? It's like, no, I'm for myself. I don't know. And okay. What are you talking about? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't come up with it yet with the answer. Like, but dude, you're running for Congress or something like that.
Yeah, like
yeah, and
have an idea.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens. Like he cannot hold any meaningful conversation.
Right.
But he's so charismatic. Everyone loves him. It's like okay, let's vote on for him anyway. Yeah, and that's why Brazil is Brazil. Like everything's a joke over there. But the thing is, the guy's so funny, so charismatic, and that's more important than anything else.
Yeah, apparently, because
in there. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's what's happening. Also, circling around back to like gaming companies, how they're focusing so much on profit, but they're still selling you things because they are sounding very charismatic to sell you more. For instance, with Nintendo, like their whole thing switched up with the Switch 2. But if you actually think about it, like the online service for Mario Kart World Tour or whatever it's called, the newest one, when people, so you pay for online services, right? And then I think if you want to pay for a higher quality game, you also have to pay more for the HD.
You mean the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, the upgraded version?
Yeah, and then and then basically, so you're already paying for the online service, and then I think when you want to, go in a lobby with your friends, you don't get put in a lobby with your friends. Yeah. So, and then the way that the level selection was by chance, but the actual chance of you picking, a traditional 3-lap race is very low. And they only increased that to like, I think 40% now. And it's just like, well, I think it should just be the choice of the people who are playing the game. Like, stop making it random. If people want to play a race to a location, do it, but then it should be a choice,
I agree with you, but I also see Nintendo's side. They're trying to push this new world, interconnected world for Mario Kart, and that's how they do it, forcing down your throat.
Yeah. Going back to my don't force it down my throat.
It's better, you just don't know about it yet. You need to play it more,
Oh,
until you realize it's good.
I mean, thankfully, I don't have a Switch 2, but...
I'm gonna be honest, it's fun.
Okay.
I enjoy it.
But it's also
go ahead.
The digital key thing. Like, you just buy the license.
Oh, how it's called again? The game key card.
Yeah.
Game key card.
Yeah, you don't own a physical card anymore. You own just a code.
Yeah.
And then if you, by accident, modify something, right? On the console or in the game, they can just go, bye-bye.
You don't own the
No, they can just turn it off.
The software, actually.
Yeah.
You own the hardware, but not the
software.
So there was this kid, they changed the name for, I think you can name your console, right? Switch from Bruno, whatever.
Well,
And this kid just named themselves Twink Link. The thing is, this kid, he didn't knew what Twink meant. He's just...
He saw it, probably.
He just thought it sounded funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. The console got bricked. Nintendo bricked their console. Because you don't own it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what was it with I think
You
'cause-
you will own nothing and you will be happy.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. Yeah.
with PlayStation they wanted to do the 30-day, so your console has to be connected to the internet for 30 days.
Yeah.
You keep the license, and if you go on it like every now and then, you keep your license, but like if you play offline and then 30 days pass, you have to renew that license every time.
So what are your take on all of this?
Dumb.
It's dumb. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because they want to track consumer data, who plays what, where, when, for how long, what trends, etc. So for me, it's like, how about we just focus on the gaming aspect? What games are successful? What games are not successful? And just make it accessible to enjoy a hobby. Why is it all like, that's what I mean, just profits and margins? It's like Nintendo before the CEO change, after I forgot the CEO.
So it was you mean the
2015.
American one?
No,
Or the
Japanese
Japanese one? It
Yeah.
was Iwata, and now I don't know who it is.
Yeah, it's two people who have no gaming history, no programming history, nothing.
Really?
Yeah, they are corporate robots essentially. Yeah, Furukawa.
So as May of 2026, the president and representative director of Nintendo Company Ltd. I don't know what that means. Lieutenant
Limited.
Limited. There you go. In Japan is Shuntaro
Yeah.
Furukawa. So accordingly to Eileen, this is a corporate robot. So
Yeah.
okay.
Because I remember
Joining Nintendo in '94. So he's been there for a while.
Yeah, it was only after the president before. But look at him. Look at that face. What is that?
It's just
No.
Japanese. What are you talking about?
What is this? Like no emotion, nothing.
Come on, it's just a bad picture of the guy. So again,
All his pictures are bad.
come on.
Look up the previous president, like the
Was
one.
it Iwata?
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I believe so. I don't know.
No, like.
So no, he's the sixth.
Yeah, so
president
the
of
one
having
the
assumed
before.
office in June 2018. They don't say it before.
Just go down.
Oh, there was another guy for a while. Look,
Yeah,
Tatsum.
Yeah, but he's not interesting. But yeah, Iwata was one of the best because he enjoyed, like, he played the games, I think, as well, with the American representative as well. And they actually, like, really, like, wow, yeah, it's great, fantastic, Nintendo, woo, you know.
He really cared.
Yeah, he cared.
I heard a story. You correct me if I'm wrong. That he died developing Pokemon Go. Like his
Think
final
so.
days, he was still like talking to the team and trying to tweak the gameplay, but he died. But this shows that he cared.
Yeah, because he wants people to connect and have fun and enjoy a game. I think also Pokemon now is like kind of, in my opinion, back in the day on the Game Boy,
Yeah.
you know, it was good. DS was good, you know, because it still followed the same formula, but you had more Pokemons to choose from.
You know what happened?
Gone.
There was this. Oh man, I don't know the name of the guy, but there was a director, a game director, who used to work on all the good titles until the DS era. Exactly when you said it stopped being good.
Yeah.
I mean, until the DS was good, but after a while, it went down.
Yeah.
This guy, he just wanted to develop the best game possible and polish those games and deliver a good experience. But they just said you're out. Like that's not how we'll develop Pokemon games from now on.
Okay.
And because he would take a lot of time, right, to develop good games, and Pokemon, I think they entered this Assassin's Creed era where there needs to be a game every year, so it doesn't matter the quality. And they hire a bunch of junior people to. I mean, I'm not saying they're bad; they're just not experienced enough, and that combined with the pressure from the higher ups telling them that they need to release a
game every year.
installment every single year, like you get games like
Call of Duty.
The ones you've
Black
been getting
Ops.
recently, like
Yeah.
But the new one looks good though. Waves and Wind.
I haven't.
You
seen
haven't seen it? The
No.
trailer from Waves.
Go show me.
I feel like the previous ones that we got. How do they called again? Scarlet and
Well, Sword and Shield
The
and X
after
and Y.
after
and-
Sword and Shield,
Oh,
Purple and Calmizin and
I don't know.
I don't know.
I am so out of the loop with Pokemon games, but
anyway,
Yeah.
Waves. Now it looks good, but it feels like the previous one were like beta tests.
okay.
Uh-oh, I don't think my computer supports this.
Mm. Oh,
Oh fuck.
okay. I feel like being afraid to go through grass, like tall grass,
I don't,
it's kind of gone. I used to be afraid to walk through tall grass in Pokemon games.
my computer's dying. I cannot play it.
That's fine. Don't worry about
Sorry.
it. No, it's good. Close it.
Yeah.
Computer says no.
I have a MacBook Air, everyone. It's not the. It's not a powerhouse. Anyway, it looks good. That's my point.
But to me, it's just the same setup as the other ones that we had. Which I'm not really a fan of. Like this whole, you are now in the third perspective with the character.
Oh, you like the top down?
Yeah, I like you just move, like the map moves with you.
Okay.
And yeah, it's like you're not so inside because it's like you don't know what's around the corner, and in those types of games, from that perspective, you can actually be like, oh, okay, there's that Pokemon, okay, right, I'll just sneak by, but I feel like that fear of, like I said, going through tall grass, you don't know what you're gonna expect going through the tall grass. You could find a shiny Pokemon, you could find a really shitty Pokemon, or find the one that you're searching for. I don't know.
Yeah.
But so that kind of has been taken.
You can still play it. The old one. They just
Yeah,
released
like
Fire
the-
Red again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those were again the good ones. But yeah, no, I don't know. I just there was one game that I watched a review on that was with the Eiffel Tower or whatever.
Legends ZA.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
The map was terrible. You had it's one circle. You can run through that circle in a minute or 2 minutes. Then you have these Pokemon catching zones that are only accessible from certain times in the day, I think, or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so where is the whole integration part of Pokemons and humans? Like, you still have zones of wild, dangerous Pokemon within your city. Like, huh? Like, how does this make any sense? And the story as a whole, like, oh no, the Eiffel Tower is being used for evil purposes. Oh, I
It
couldn't have
doesn't
seen
need
that
to
coming.
make sense. It just needs to make money.
Yeah, no. Again, I'm applying logic somewhere where there is no logic.
Yeah. So which one is your favorite though?
Ooh. I like. This is a difficult question because again, I haven't played the old one. Like, I remember playing. What was the first 3 generations?
Fire, red, blue, and yellow.
Yeah.
Those are the
And then
first
after-
ones. Silver and something.
I think it was after.
Silver and gold, and after that is they made a remake, Fire Red and Leaf Green, and after that they came out with Ruby and Sapphire.
Okay. I think maybe the 3rd generation then.
Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
okay.
I played on. I think it was a long time ago. Then I bought Eevee.
Oh, let's go Eevee and
Yeah, that's fun. That was also fun. But yeah, I don't know. Just this whole the way it's being done at the moment is a bit like there's too many Pokemon. now. There's like so many different, versions with oh yeah, and you have this Pokemon, and now this is a Mega Evolution, and then you have that one.
It's
like
the gimmick. They need to make a gimmick.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you're just recycling and adding something like, ooh, look, he has an extra toenail.
Okay, so your favorite one is the third generation, Ruby and Sapphire.
Yes,
Okay, S tier.
yes, that's tier, in my opinion.
This is also third generation. I'm sorry. This is also third generation. Have you played it?
I haven't played that one. I don't know.
Okay, just tell me about the ones you played.
Well, I think I played the Suicune.
Suicune?
Yeah.
That's silver. Okay.
I would say A.
A, okay.
Then I think I also played Rayquaza. There's Rayquaza in it.
A?
A tier, yeah.
Okay. This is DS.
No, Dialga and Palkia. No, I did not. I only watched my friend play it. That one was
Giratina.
with the weird scorpion thing, right?
Yeah.
Black and White.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, I will say S tier.
S tier. The sequel as well?
I didn't play the sequel.
Okay. X and Y?
X and Y I did not play, but I did that one.
Yeah.
I would say A tier.
Okay.
For me at least. And then the rest I didn't play anymore.
Okay.
But yeah. What would you go for?
Just the ones I play, right? So,
Yeah.
Colosseum,
Mm-hmm.
I would say is S tier.
Mm-hmm.
Fire Red, S tier.
Okay.
This one, A tier.
Okay.
That's Diamond and Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
This one. Okay, guys, I think we're a little bit biased here. Everything is S and A. So let's go about the bad ones. This one was not. It's a remake. It's a Pearl and Diamond remake. I would say it's not as good as the original, but that's just me.
Yeah.
This one as well, Sword and Shield. I didn't like as much as the other one. Oh, C tier. Okay. The original ones. I never played the original ones though.
No, me neither. So I can't really talk about those. Was that the Z and A one? The far right one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The F. Okay, this one E. Arceus. Scarlet and Violet. That's the one I was looking for before. The bare bones ones. This one looks like a prototype for the Waves and Winds. But it's very fun though. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I enjoy it.
No worries.
And then this one. Yeah. Maybe B tier.
I know, just like.
But yeah, see, those are one of the newest ones. We put it at the bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they were trash.
And those at the top, they're pretty old, 15 years old or more, I would say. Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like, they used to care.
They used to care.
So now it's all about, like you said, profits, getting the money quickly, getting kids addicted to, like, quick gratification, And I think what we also spoke about with the FOMO, like, you want to be in the bubble.
Very best.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think it's fine if they wanna destroy their IP and make bad games. That's on them. That's fine. That's their choice. What I don't think it's fair is that they're trying to at the same time they're destroying their IP and they're releasing shitter and shitter games every time. They're also against other publishers developing their own games, such as Power World.
Yeah, Power World.
Like,
Exactly.
It's the first time in ages that we have something similar to Pokemon, and Nintendo's like, oh, no, we are the only ones who can own this genre, and we're the only ones who can release shitty games in this. No, dude, if you're not doing it justice, let other people at least do. That's free market, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I find it funny in Power World you can have fucking guns. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Put an interesting twist on it, But yeah, like, free market, like, have a bit of competition, Like, what are they doing that's better than what we're doing?
Didn't Nintendo try to patent?
Yeah.
Just capturing monsters.
Yeah, having that Pokeball is patented only to Pokemon.
It's insane.
I know, right?
What you're gonna try to patent next?
Jumping.
You know what they patent? What you said?
Jumping.
Yeah.
Pressing A button.
Have you played Ocarina of Time? Mm-hmm. Do you remember the fairy goes to certain places to
Yeah.
so you can focus on stuff?
Mm-hmm.
They patent that.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you cannot have fairies. I mean, you can.
But
You're gonna get sued.
right.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's also a counter on the internet of Nintendo suing, like how many times they've sued different companies for different things.
Have you seen the Mario movie?
Yeah.
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 What do you think?
I like the first one. And then the second one, right? Also, yeah. Also was good. I mean, again, it's a kids movie, you know. I found it fun, creative, like to just this is about their life story, and then they split up with the Mario with the princess, and then poor Luigi, getting stuck in the ghost part, and then getting captured by Bowser.
Yeah.
I like the fact that Jack Black was Bowser. That was funny.
Pretty good. Yeah. The music.
Yeah. Peach. It's just so creative.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I feel to make a movie about a gaming franchise, it's for me a little bit refreshing because it's like you can kind of interpret the story a bit differently or lead it in a certain direction, that kind of coincides with the story of Mario because he always is there to go save the princess.
Yeah.
But in this case, it was more like they were going to get the star, right? So Bowser wouldn't be unstoppable. So, I can't remember the premise of the second one, but the first one, that was the premise of them,
The second one, they had to save Rosalina.
Right.
For some reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was spoiler alert. She was Princess Peach's sister. Forgotten sister, something like that.
Okay.
There was a lot to digest in that movie.
I don't remember that well, to be honest. I only watched it and I was like, no, okay, it was good, bye. And then forgot.
All right.
But yeah, no. And the thing is, like with like Steam, for instance, they just have deals on so many games accessible to everyone, right? And Xbox and PlayStation, Nintendo are at each other's throats all the time.
Yeah.
And Steam is like, yeah, you guys can fight. I'm going to release the Steam machine and then, we'll see what happens.
You're the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm happy I have a PC now that I can actually say like, yeah, you can buy something if it's on a sale. Hell yeah, it was worth the wait,
Yeah.
Especially not paying like $80, 80 euros for a fucking game. If they say, yeah, and then here's a combo deal with the DLCs, and you just pay like instead of 25, you pay 35, it's just $10 more. But it's for such a reduced price. Makes it very attractive. And then,
And you own the games.
yeah, it's in your library.
Yeah.
And even if the service isn't there, you still can, I think, right?
Yeah. What? You can what? Download it, you mean?
No, it's there, but then I think if certain services, because like on Xbox and PlayStation, if the online isn't supported anymore, the game.
Oh, the servers go down, which they do.
Yeah, and then it just completely disappears. But for instance, Gary's mod still exists. That
Yeah.
because there's people who still find a way. It's maybe not as popular as it used to be, but it's still there.
Yeah.
And it's a very old game too. So I feel like allowing people also to make, for instance, like, for instance, The Isle, right? It's a very controversial game. It's about dinosaurs, right? You live, you grow, and then you get killed maybe. But they're adding new features of like, well, now you have the ability to grow into the elder stage. So either you're prime elder or you're normal old and wrinkly.
Grandpa Dino.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're weaker. But yeah, certain attributes are there, and then you can entomb depending what skills you have, and then you just start from scratch again. You have to go all the way up, but you keep the traits that you had in the first run through, right? And then you can build on that, and then you can just make an OP dino. Except if you die in the second or third run through, you lose everything. So it's a very harsh way of getting people to be like, okay, I need to, you know, survive, I need to do, and it tests your skills. But the issue is just that some of the progress on development and like the coding of the game is very messy, so there's a lot of glitches, not optimized, you know, and there's been a lot of backlash on that as well. But in of itself, it's a cool idea. It's a great, like, I've played it a few times, and now on some servers on the game, there's people who have proximity chat. So you can...
What is that?
Well, you know, you're in the game, and then you can hear someone talking when you're close by.
Oh.
Yeah, so now that they've added this feature, and it's just fun to mess around, you know, instead of focusing just purely on survival. So that's kind of a nice addition to something that usually you can only maybe type with the same species, but now you can also talk with other people live. So like, hey, don't eat me, I'm new here, you know. And then the person goes, well, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna eat you. So yeah, it's cool. I haven't tried it out yet, but one of my friends, he goes on that, and then he's like, I don't even care if I die, I'm just there to have fun, you know. So
do you remember this little snake game called Slido? No. Mm-mm. Do you know Snake for the phone?
Yeah, normal Snake.
Yeah, so it's the same thing, but online.
Okay.
And everyone's eating everyone else. And,
okay.
And the snakes that eat more snakes, they get bigger and then longer. But then when you die, you lose all of your progress. Yeah.
I know that with like this hole, like you are this tiny hole in the ground.
Okay.
And then you eat like objects, and you grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And then there's like other holes in the ground that are trying to eat you and other objects. Yeah.
So I know that life imitates art and art imitates life, right? That's a fact. How much of that do you think it's real life? Do you think when we die, we look where I'm going with this? Are we somehow reborn again in a different body, in a different place? But we somehow, because there's some kids who apparently remember their previous lives, right?
Yeah.
So are they bringing their XP points with them to the next life? And does that influence where they are born, you know?
Is this like an isekai anime?
I don't know. Do you believe in that?
I mean, the prospect is fun to play around with.
But no.
No, it's not. No, I'm not denying it. It's just it's an interesting belief, like an interesting take. Yeah. Because energy doesn't just go away, you know. So, yeah, I suppose that when you die, you kind of, you know, you get dispersed into the whatever energies, wherever the energy is going.
So we do have an energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is dispersed when we die.
Yeah. Like,
this is not transmitted to the next life.
No.
Like the dinosaur who brings the XP from.
No.
I don't know. Like, I think no one knows for sure.
No, of course no one can know, because no one has come up with, you know, a way to communicate, you know.
Ouija boards. Ouija.
Yeah. But...
Have you ever done it?
No, I don't want to. I'm a bit scared.
Okay.
Well, you never know who's lurking on the other side, you know?
Yeah, it's an invitation, right? You're inviting spirits, like, you don't know? What type of spirits?
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like if we just have more games that or companies in general that just like would listen to the consumer more, I think then this whole debacle of you know, oh, this game, why did they even bother to develop this, you know, then money is wasted on resources that could have been used for something else, you know. And also people who scam, like when they make a game early access.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With placeholders and stuff. And then they run away with the money. It's a shame, because it's like,
there's a lot of those.
Yeah, especially like indie developers. No, I'm not saying all. No. I'm saying just a select few where games have been, that would be,
It's so
nice.
stupid because if they actually release the game,
yeah,
I'm sure they'll make
more.
more money, even
Yeah.
more money. Because if the people are investing to begin with, is because it's a good idea.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I mean. Like, we have shooting games, we have all these other genres that are so repetitive, right? But, like, for instance, with Ark, that whole survival, leveling up and building your base and everything, resource management, etc.
yeah.
It's good. It's just you have to invest so much time into it. And then also with the dinosaur survival games, you have Path of Titans, which is a PvP
Yeah.
with abilities that you unlock throughout the older you
tech
grow.
tree? Tech tree?
No, you just have a bar of abilities that you can use to attack, your enemies and whatnot. But that is for me, when I play that game, depending what server I'm on, I will have someone either with me, and then we go and hunt in 2s or 3s, and then we do the tactic. One is the obvious clown who's like, I'm over here, and me and someone else, or just me, will like sneak up on the other person, and then so I enjoyed those types of games a lot.
Yeah.
The Isle is more of a horror game, I would say, in that aspect, because like you have to rely. It's not a horror. No, it's not in the horror genre, but because you have to rely on hearing.
We talked about this last time.
we
I
did.
remember, yeah.
But because you have to rely on listening to your environment a lot, it's a life or death. It will be you will die or you will survive. Like I don't know. I find those games more appealing, and there's like was it Legend? No. There's also a new one that's being made. Also like Dinosaur, but they have humans and dinosaurs, so it's in the same world, and you have players who will be the humans, and then you have players who are the dinosaurs, and then you have to fight each other for survival. I'm hungry,
It's
I'm
like
going
Ark.
to eat. No, because you play the dinosaur itself. You don't ride them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's also in the works. It's also very early access. And then there's another one called Wings of Dawn, which is going to be, in my opinion, the most bestest game, hopefully, to come out soon. You also have, so it's like in the Middle Ages, you have dragons. You have different types of dragons. And you, as a player, can either choose to be one of these first 5 dragons that they are making, and then later on and throughout the development they're going to add human aspect as well, so claiming castles and claiming farms and building a society with it. And the humans can kill the dragons, so other players who are dragons, very creative ways, going out to hunt them, finding the nests, finding the hordes and stuff is going to be really cool. And I know I'm hyping this up, but this is something I'm really excited for.
It sounds cool, though.
Yeah, because I feel like big companies are all focusing on the same thing again and again and again. It's like we need a change. And this style of gaming, it would be cool because then, like, someone who enjoys the more human aspect of a game can play that. So like Ark aspect, right? And if someone enjoys more of a dragon animal aspect, they can be a dragon and you could terrorize people, like, I'm gonna take all your gold and fly away.
Yeah, but I feel like that's inevitable. Like the big corporations, they would always play more like safe,
Yeah.
because they have a lot to lose.
Yeah.
And the small indie developers, the opposite.
Yeah.
They need to stand out, so they're gonna, by nature, try to be more creative.
Yeah, and again, they're very transparent on developing and like updating everyone and stuff like that. There's also a game called Dragon Twin, which is like, so the plan is to have it's a single player,
Okay.
but you have your dragon. You can make your own dragon, and then you will hatch. I think.
You can make your own
Yeah,
dragon.
they have a dragon creator right now out for testing, and you can make I've made Smaug. I was very happy.
What's the art style? Is like hyper realistic?
Yeah, like realism for sure. But yeah, you're like, it's a human and a dragon. You work together, to fight wars and stuff. But like the gameplay is also like very different because the flying mechanics right now, they're already quite good. W is obviously to flap your wings forward and whatnot, but then the two to go left and right, that just turns your body, and then like the way you put the mouse, so up or down, will put the head or lower or higher, so it depends like what angle you at. So it's something to get used to. So it's a new way of flying in a game. But it's cool. Once you get used to it, it's like, oh, yeah, cool. And they have like little courses currently built into the testing arena, so to say.
What's this one? What's the name again?
Dragon Twin.
Dragon Twin. Okay.
Yeah. And and you can just fly around, and and right now they're expanding the Dragon Creator for more like skin textures and like, more movement, so you can edit the dragon even more to your specific wishes. Also very small team, but it will take time, and it's something that came onto my feed years ago, and I was invested already, like even if it's just like a small teaser of something. But it's like, if that succeeds too, then you have a solid like single player that you can just focus and just do your own story, right? Because that's gonna be pretty cool.
Have you played Sea of Thieves?
Yes.
I feel it's like that as well. It's very social.
Yeah, except obviously that's not good. I don't think they're gonna make it online, because that's a lot of.
It's not online?
No, it's gonna be a single player game.
Sea of Thieves?
Oh, Sea of Thieves is
came out already.
Yeah, but it's like there's like pirates and stuff. Yeah, but yeah, you have your own little crew, and I like that too, because it's like I usually, my role in that game is to be the cook, to make sure all the inventory is stocked, because I can't deal with, we need to go left cannons, quick, and I'm like, buttons. So I'm just like, I'll cook and I'll play music and I'll steal all the cannonballs from other places, and so everyone's stocked up on everything, because I like managing inventories and stuff.
Oh.
I haven't played Arc Raiders yet. That's also supposed to be really fun. It's basically a looter shooter, but you haven't heard of Arc Raiders? This was like the rage at the start of the year.
I'm sorry. Oh yeah.
Okay. For instance, like my boyfriend, he also plays this, and it's like the way the menu, like when you are looting something, like the items, they will get scanned and then they pop up instead of you instantly see what the other person has, for instance, like in Rust, yeah, so it's a nice way to like, under pressure you need to be quick because someone could shoot you, and also the game, the way it's designed is, if you shoot other people, you will then get put into lobbies with other aggressive players, and you will be in PvP hell for the rest forever. So, and if you are there to work together to, hey, do you want to trade some peaches for, I don't know, whatever, then you will always be in a more peaceful kind of lobby, and the only problem is the robots.
Why? The
robots, they are
spider robots, you mean?
Yeah, the spider robots. There's drones that fly around and alert the bigger robots and stuff, and so you're basically PvP PvE. So you have to worry about people and the robots as well. And like the developers, they watch people play this game, so they are altering as well the way the robots react to you. So they are making it more difficult and fun, to, oh my god, they can do that now. Oh, you have to adapt your whole strategy. It's just cool. So those types I haven't played it yet, but I want to. But it's also like that inventory management is something that, like, what I've seen on my boyfriend's PC, like, it's quite a lot, because I rather just be in the moment, and just actively do it right then and there, and then not like, okay, I go to base, now I sort everything out, and I'm like, I don't know what is, like, but yeah, like, those types of games are good because they bring community together.
Yeah.
And it's just a nice different experience for the looter shooter category. It was done really well, like you know, I mean, all the reviews of this were fucking phew, out of this world.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn it.
But yeah, like I feel sometimes when I look at these types of games, it's like kind of predicting the future for our real life future. It just seems, because it's like robots, right? Like controlled probably by AI to destroy humans, and they are living in a settlement that's like underground. So
Sounds surreal.
yeah,
Sounds surreal.
surreal. Yeah, and I feel like, you know, if we're gonna go down this route, it will probably end up highly likely
I'm
like
sure.
this.
I'm sure. That's the direction we're going, right? At least that's how it feels.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg just built his bunker. Like, did you see that?
No.
He's building. He built. I think he built. He's done already.
Yeah.
With the most expensive and luxurious bunker in the world, and he has been questioned about it. Like, bro, what are you expecting? Like, the end of it is like, no, it's just a small basement. What are you talking about? Like, but he's not the only one. A lot of those tech titans, like those really powerful CEOs, they are building bunkers all over the world.
Yeah,
So
it's gonna be a fallout situation.
so that's what it looks like. And they're gonna survive, and we, like, the ones who survive will go underground, and then the AI will take over in the overworld. You know, like I can see those mecha spider happening.
For sure. Like with going back to Horizon real quick as well. So Ted Faro built himself the bunker, right?
All right.
He locked himself away with a few people that he knew and was close to, like a therapist, you know, and all of this. And then he started to help, like, alter his DNA, like I told you about, like trying to become undying and whatnot. Yeah, his bunker, like, pretty well thought out, using the lava, you know, the thermal energy and stuff for powering certain things. And that in of itself is a cool idea, but it's like you are stuck in this bunker for a very long time if you do make it to undying, you know, forever living.
Yeah.
It's gonna drive you crazy. But he was already twisted in his head before that, you know, with his weird ideology and stuff.
Yeah.
And essentially, when you go and find this bunker, the people you are going out to search for this bunker, like these people came from overseas. So, and they also have these echoes, basically, to access long forgotten data, but theirs is like outdated. So the access of information is very limited. And then like the story.
So they don't have internet.
No, they do.
They do. Okay.
Yeah, but it's like very limited what they can access to. Well, I wouldn't say internet. It's just access to data that's just existing. But yeah, it just shows that, like, depending where you are from, you will get a different narrative. Because they revered, so Elizabeth Sobeck, in their lore, from their country, wherever they're from, they see her as she's one of the greats, you know, she's one of the divine. So they see her as a goddess, essentially. And Ted Faro, also a god, because he's a reincarnation, a clone, right? From the original body, which was some time ago in existence. So, and again, lack of information, and the people controlling the information, feeding it down to the people who can access limited this information to then paint a picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like information's power.
Exactly. And that's also in today's world as well. The information that we can get, it depends really where you are, because every country will paint this information in a different light.
Yeah.
So, like, as well, like different political views. So you have the left, you have the right, you have central. And I feel like this is something more people need to question what's behind certain, you know, thoughts in the world government. Like, why are they doing it like this? Like, this doesn't make sense. And just ask the question to them. So how are you going to finance this? because financial things is what's running most governments, and you can see it in America. More, I know, more rights being stripped from everyone, essentially, especially again, like the minority, parts, so like LGBTQ, black people, and all of this, and like Mexican immigrants as well. Like, what do you mean? Single parents?
But I heard that the government, they push those conflicts
Yeah, to divide people.
because they rather have you focused on skin color and gender and stuff like that rather than
The
elite.
Yeah,
The elite,
exactly.
because that's a real fight.
Yeah.
Is the elite
Yeah, versus
the
not elite.
how would you say I don't know.
No, not peasants.
Not the peasants, but you guys know
But
what I
the
mean.
middle to lower working class.
The
Yeah,
working class,
exactly.
there you go. That's
yeah.
the real fight.
Yeah.
That's what they're against.
Yeah.
Uh,
And it's really that again, like to some people are so blinded by Trump's charisma. I don't know what charisma he has, but
it's beautiful. What are you talking about? Did you see his little double chin, vagina double chin? Yeah, have you seen it? The Time magazine?
Yeah, I was like,
it's so beautiful.
oh,
How can you...
revering. Oh, godly. But yeah, like the way he rallies people in a way that they are so blindsided by any doubt of what he's actually trying to do, and the fact that he was like, well, we need to open the Strait of Hormuz. It was like, it was already open before you started this. Like, what do you mean? And then like, well, why are you paying, why are you letting these ships go through? Because they're paying me, It's like, well, no, now I'm blocking it too. No. So now, they blocked that too. It's like, you can't really claim something that, isn't really in your neighborhood, if you know what I mean. But it's also like with how they took Venezuela's president.
Yeah,
Again,
that was wild.
that was unprecedented.
They just kidnapped another leader's nation. Like,
Yeah, they just-
yeah,
It was like walking in, going, okay, thank you.
nation's leader.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then now Cuba is suffering. Like they're just relying on cooking hot water with a fire. They don't have electricity. Hospitals. Everyone.
But they are a communist country, right? They have been for many years.
But it's not because they wanted to be. Like, obviously, as if, anyone's choice to pick communism.
Yeah.
But, no, they're, like, everyone's talking about the Far East, but it's like, guys, you guys are forgetting there's a whole nation over here suffering.
Yeah.
And no one is talking about it. And it's like, why, and also how they want to drill more oil from that, from the Gulf over there.
Yeah.
And the key species there is a whale, a certain type of whale. No, I'm
You
serious.
lost me there. like they care. It's like
No, they
couldn't
don't care. But that's
yeah.
the thing. If we lose this whale species, the system is going to get fucked.
What do you mean
Nature.
the system? The whole nature.
Yeah,
the whole ecosystem.
Yeah, in that area, it's just going to get fucked.
Why? What's so special about this whale?
Well, whales have a certain, like, they eat a certain amount of, the shrimps and stuff.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I'm going in this blind
so
too.
what do you learn about this whale? So it eats special shrimps?
Look it
What's
up.
its name?
I don't know. But
Special Cuban whale? I don't know. Let's see what shows up. Oh my god.
well, we are encroaching on the environment, which is going to stop whales from being,
The special whale often associated with Cuba is the whale shark,
Yeah.
which is technically the world's largest fish, not a mammal, and can be seen in the Jardin de la Reina. I don't know what is the language that is. Archipelago between July and November. Okay, so what is special about it? Sperm whale? What? Unique rare species report have noted rare occurrences of beaked whales. Migratory? I don't think that's what you're looking for.
No, but basically, okay, so there's just,
Let's try again. Endangered
okay.
species. Let's see if something else pops up. The most of critically endangered special
The
whale
rice
related to
whale.
the region is the Rice's whale, which was only recently identified as a distinct species. Is that what we're looking for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know what is, but basically,
Anyway.
like, you know, like all, so how the food chain works is obviously you have like this the grass, then you have the thing that eats the grass, then you have the thing that eats the grass thing, the you know, the
What are you
herbivore.
talking-
So it goes up, and then eventually the predator at the top is the one.
The circle of life.
Yeah,
Okay.
essentially. So like if we lose a certain type of species of that is managing a big part of the ecosystem, for instance, like if there's too much shrimp or something, you know, then the
It's out of balance.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Then a certain population of fish that also eat these shrimp will go out of proportion.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna destroy the whole ecosystem because there's too much of that, you know. So it all has its
I wouldn't
balance.
mind if that happened. At the cost of eliminating all mosquitoes. I'm not joking.
well
I think that's a thing, right? If you eliminate all mosquitoes, things will go out of balance.
yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't mind.
I know mosquitoes suck, but like you know, but everything has a part. Okay, daddy long legs, in my opinion, shouldn't exist because they are just useless. You don't know-
Daddy long legs.
Yeah, they're like, you know, the ones that have like really thin long legs with like the wings, but they don't do anything. They don't hurt you. They just
Butterflies?
kind
What are you
no,
talking-
no, no, no. They're like these spin. They look like. Look it up, daddy long legs, right now.
Daddy long legs. Who came up with this name?
Yeah, those things.
Oh, spiders. Yeah, okay.
No, they also have wings. There's ones with wings, but they're not spiders.
Is it a joke?
Yeah, those
Oh.
things. Those things.
Oh, it's the
Crane flies. Okay.
Jurassic Park mosquito.
No, it doesn't even do that.
All right.
But yeah, that in my eyes totally useless.
So what about the whale?
The whale. Well, again, it's like, you know, it eats the majority of something that could overpopulate and then causes another predator to overpopulate because there's an abundance of that food around, right?
Okay.
And then whatever eats that predator will also be an overabundance, and then they will like outnumber the food source, and there's not enough for them, then they will die out. So it's a constant battle of who's on top, and if one population's not controlled by the other.
Trump's on top.
This comes back to him.
But that's how. Let's remove him from the equation. I feel like that's how the U.S. historically has seen itself, right? They think they can
Yeah,
do whatever.
all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all the time. And you know, I mean, I'm just a normal human being talking about these subjects, but you know, like I feel nature is a key thing, especially like if we preserve more nature, it is like it will bring more profit, right? I think the oil concerns was like 4 point something trillion, right? I think. And then the rest, like with nature conservation and doing programs and stuff, is like 37 whatever. But like you have to think about like trillion. Let me try and find, hold on.
Norway became the first country in the world to officially pledge a ban on deforestation. Did you know that?
No, I
Have you
did
heard?
not.
It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. I mean, that's good because, you know, we kind of do need trees. Like the Lorax. I speak for the trees. But yeah, like with these kinds of things, like there is like the oil concerns, they don't bring in all the cash. Again, it's a very small amount to what you would do if you had like more focus on the ecological side.
Sorry, what?
What
So what?
So basically the acquiring of oil and then, you know, profiting off of it, like that whole system in itself is not very profitable in the long run because it's finite. Oil will run out, and it's only worth so much.
Yeah, but those profiting from it,
No, they're short-sighted.
care.
Yeah, they're just so
They're
short.
billionaires.
America is very short-sighted.
look, if I was an oil mogul, that's what they call themselves.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care either. Like,
Oh, you should. If
But
we
it-
don't
look-
have an ecosystem.
no, but- okay, let's say it runs out. Then what?
Well, we're stuck, aren't we?
What?
We haven't invested in renewable energy. That's being put aside.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go back to coal.
Yeah, but that's not my problem. It's my grandkids'
no,
problem. It's not happening anytime
Yeah,
soon, right?
because it's stupid.
Yeah, when is it happening?
What do you mean?
When the world reserve of oil will deplete. I don't
At the speed it is
because
going at.
because my point is, let's say I agree with you. It's
Mhm.
finite. We need to find an alternative.
Yeah.
But if it's only gonna deplete in 500 years, it's not urgent. You know what I
Well,
mean?
500.
I don't know how many years from now, but I would say if it's that long, it's not that urgent. But that's just me. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. What do I know?
I mean, we can all say like, "Oh, this isn't my problem currently," but you know, I feel like we should all take responsibility to, you know, look after the planet because this is the only planet we have.
Oh yeah, that's true. You got a point.
Yeah,
Because it's also destroying the planet.
yeah, because again,
Yeah,
even
you got a
let's
point.
just see, look, that.
Okay, I was wrong. I take it all back.
So and current, like you said, if we keep staying divided and keep being
Just for those listening, I said 500 years. It's like 47.
But that's the thing. Yeah, no, it's really like we are so dependent on this source of energy right now because, you know, for instance, in your entire life that you live, for nuclear energy waste, yeah, that you produce is a soda can worth of waste. Okay.
Okay.
Now, the only issue is with the half-life of the nuclear waste, right? It's very long. So that's why people are concerned, environmental concerns, you know, where are we going to store it? How, you know, how are the...
Shoot it into space.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But then, you know, you have to consider, okay, how are we going to, you know, do all of that? Like, where specifically in space? Are we just going to send it straight to the sun? Or
I mean,
it would fix a lot of problems, probably. Just the thought of it. So the sun is our trash can for all the nuclear waste. It's just, I don't know if it, isn't it highly sensitive to...
what, the sun?
No, the nuclear waste, like, because it's very radioactive.
Imagine, I think you're right. Imagine if we go with this crazy plan that we're just joking around, of course.
Yeah.
Of sending nuclear trash into the space. Imagine if one of those rockets just blow up with all of those radioactive, like everyone around. It's like Fukushima 2.0, you know?
Exactly. So it's that's a very delicate subject too.
Yeah.
And if we just bury it in the ground, I mean,
But that's what they're currently doing, I think.
yeah, in mountains and stuff, like in very hard to reach places that are safe from like earthquakes and whatnot, so that it's all stored safely.
So right now we're talking about solving the world energy crisis.
Yeah, like we need
Oil, it's gonna be over in 47 years, so it's not a solution, like a long-term solution.
No.
So nuclear power, there's what you're describing, the trash.
Yeah,
We need
the
to-
trash is the biggest issue. It's just that right now, like, because we in Germany we have power plants. It's just that they've mostly been dismantled, and I think to bridge the problem of the energy, right? That would have been a way to, you know, then invest the time to renewable sources, right?
Yeah.
To then, when we have found a better solution for to go against nuclear energy, you know, then we can dismantle them and then go to the more renewable sources. But that's what I mean. And like the current government in Germany as well, like they're scrapping plans to, you know, keep developing these renewable energy sources.
Why?
Because they just
We have
want profits.
we have one of the most expensive energy prices in the world.
Yeah.
That's
It's
insane.
taxes.
In Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they are against renewable energy?
Well, I mean, they want to focus more on the oil, concerns, like you said, like oil moguls and
Yeah, but that's
lobbying.
but 47 years doesn't sound
No, again, short-sighted.
short-sighted.
Very short-sighted. It's the same as well, like with building batteries, becoming more of a battery dependent, like with cars, EVs and stuff like that. I mean, technically, everything that is in this world controlled by governments is all about resources. So if you have more rare earth minerals, or if you have more metals and stuff like that to build specific components, like with the, what was Thailand? Something about processors or something. Oh, fuck. Now I'm going blank here.
What they produce the most, you mean?
Conductors, yeah,
Conductors?
like, yeah,
Computer conductors.
yeah, that technology. Yeah, so they produce high quality like of that, and then China kind of buys that, and they're hoarding a lot. I think there was a graph somewhere where it's like 44% or something of this graph is owned by China alone, of like rare earth metals and resources, because China is thinking very long term. So they're going, okay, 10, 20 years in the future, when the rest of the world has done fighting and, come to the conclusion, oh yeah, we need this and this, China can be like, look, I have everything. So
You can buy it from me.
yeah, and I'm
You can all buy everything from me.
and I'm not gonna be cheap either. So that's what I mean. America is very short-term thoughts on, I'm gonna claim, Strait of Hormuz and solve all the world problems. It's like, no, you're just creating more. And the reason why in Europe we have been so, like, we haven't had this oil shock yet is because, or at least, I mean, I think it's hit now, but the big boats that carry all this oil, they're going at the speed of a cyclist across the ocean.
It sounds pretty slow.
It is very slow. And I think there was, I can't remember who on YouTube, but they made a video on just explaining this and how we are coasting on the last bits before the last oil tanker arrived or whatever. And it will hit us like a fucking freight train to the face because we are so dependent on it.
What a time to be alive!
I know, it's great, right? Prices go high and everything. And that's the thing, fertilizers, like 40% that comes out of the Strait of Hormuz. Like, there's gonna be food shortages, Yeah.
Eileen, want to take a...
Yeah, we can take another break.
Another quick break? Okay, I'm gonna be right back, everyone.
Yeah.
And you're back, everyone. Eileen, what's the solution for the energy global crisis?
Renewable energy. Wind
So would you
power.
say it's like wind power for real?
Well, wind, solar, and
Because it's a thing.
I think was it Sweden? Well, one of the Scandinavian countries is doing it really well. Like they're using landfills for certain materials that can't be recycled in a normal way to like burn them up, and then this energy that is being used to burn, like, you know, the heat and
They burn trash and they use the heat from the trash.
yeah, to power turbines and stuff like that and generate energy. And I think that's really smart because currently a lot of the world's trash is being sent to China. I know, it goes back to China. And that's something that's like, oh yeah, let's just outsource. It's like, no, why can't we as a country deal with our own shit, you know? And that's just, to me, especially when I see packages that say carbon neutral shipping, I'm like, right, carbon neutral my ass. So yeah, I really, it's all money laundering in a sense, you know, like you have greenwashing, which is like, oh yeah, guys, recycle, because recycling is also kind of a lie that is, you know, being said. And then I sometimes when I drop some trash and then I say, oh no, you know, and I pick it up because it's like, I don't want to have the guilt. That's the guilt to just drop something and forget about it, you know?
Yeah. Germans, they have a lot.
Yes.
Like, for those who do not live here, if you spit like on the floor, you can get fined for it. Just because it's considered littering, I guess. Some type of disrespect.
I've never done it, so I don't know. I've never experienced
just
it.
so people understand the level of guilt that they have here. Like,
Yeah.
and they would judge you, you know?
Of course. In Japan as well, like in public areas, they don't have trash cans. Everyone carries around a little, you know, bag for their own trash.
Yeah,
take it home and then, you know. And I find that fantastic because it teaches you, like, respect your space, respect the public space, because you want to have a country that's A, clean, and B, presentable to people who are coming to visit, you know? Not necessarily like in the way that, oh, we are a tourist country, we must keep it, but it's also for like your own, you want to see your parks and everything clean, right? You don't want to just leave shit laying around. And I think like that responsibility sometimes gets like left at the door, you know, and it's just a shame.
It's a cultural thing. I mean, I never been to India, but I would say from the shorts, right, from the slice of the internet that I looked at, they don't have that there.
Yeah,
it's just throw the trash on the ground. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what the shorts that I've seen.
Yeah, and then you see all the rivers polluted with trash and whatnot. But you know, it's also finding materials like, for instance, biodegradable plastics is a big thing, and again, this is America again. There was a whole like thing about you can't throw these biodegradable plastics in the bio trash because they will not fully biodegrade in the time frame.
But they're called bio.
Exactly, but they have to be processed at a certain plant, and that's just like, you're making it so complicated. Why? I mean, there's in Florida, you know, there's or generally like any where these big you know, water plants that are kind of an infestation, like a nuisance to rivers, like in the swamps there's like these water lily thingies, and you know, like and out of these plant materials you can actually make a plastic that will biodegrade, and there is an abundance of these plants because they spread so fast, you know. So technically, if you have a specific area that's just focused on growing this, you can have an endless supply of this type of material, right?
Yeah.
You just have to know how, you know, to manage it, because if it gets out of control, it's a bit of a problem.
So would you say that, hot take, huh? Hot take,
yeah.
Would you say that capitalism is to blame? Because at the end of the day, we have all of those problems because companies are greedy, people are greedy,
Yeah.
they just want more power, more money, and I mean, that's what capitalism is all about.
Yeah, like consume.
And produce and consume, like produce and
Yeah,
consume.
yeah, like the what was it? Demand. Yeah, the demand for things to be there, but then also having the ability to. What was that? There's a phrase, consume and demand. I think it is. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
think you're right.
Yeah, maybe.
Consume and demand. So I just feel like I'm not a communist, guys. That's not what I'm going with. That I'm just saying that there must be a more sustainable way.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
that's all I'm saying here.
But it's more of getting the general populace as a whole, like individually, personally.
Yeah.
I wear clothes until they die, right? Until there's holes and it looks shabby and nasty, like then I would only wear them at home. Shoes I will usually wear until they are completely kitty cat until they are completely broken. And and just oh, okay. She has other ideas. She's like, no. But yeah, just like we have to be more conservative with what we want, because it's like, oh yeah, the next iPhone, I want it. I want it. You don't need it. The other phone works fine still, right?
But the Ultra, the iPhone,
you
have you
must-
seen the iPhone Ultra?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a foldable one.
Stupid. Like you.
What? You're not excited for it?
No,
Why not?
I have a phone that works.
But it doesn't fold. I mean,
don't
if
need
you
it to
put enough
fold.
pressure.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sure-
then yeah, of course. Let me just oh look, I have a foldable phone now. No, but like I feel like because it's incremental increases to something that's the same.
There you go. I think that's from my perspective. That's what's going on. Like I feel like society and humanity is improving, but incrementally and very slowly, and it's so slow that we don't notice in our lifetimes.
Yeah.
But if you compare to 400 years ago, we were burning witches,
Yeah.
just 400 years ago in the public square. A lot has changed, and
Yeah.
I'm sure even during my lifetime, a lot has changed, improved. It's just barely noticeable because I would die at 80 years old, and it's just too slow.
Yeah, and that's I think it's designed that way, because if we make leaps, for instance, like scientists who disappear.
Oh, have you seen that?
Uh-huh.
Do you believe it's a conspiracy?
Well, no, it's something that people look. I feel conspiracy should be rewritten to people who look into things, because it's like people are curious. Why?
The FBI said it's all coincidence.
Oh yeah, of course. That's what they would say. I mean, evidence, Epstein files, Oh, coincidence, sure.
All right, Eileen. So you told me that you wrote something.
Oh yeah.
Is that some?
No, this
you
is-
want to read it or?
Yeah, I'll read it. It's basically aimed at the German, currently government that's being destroyed by Merz, who is a wolf in sheep's clothing. He's
Who's this guy? Just to give
he's-
some
he's-
context.
He's a German chancellor, Friedrich Merz. He's a absolutely horrible man who used to be part of BlackRock. I don't know if he was like I can't remember if he was more just a bigger shareholder or if he was actually like a CEO or something. But definitely someone who was already making money, right, before you get into politics. And he kind of got, I mean, previous chancellors and people within the German system, they kind of already shunned him and kind of put him out because of the way he was trying to gain control of like power, basically.
Well, it didn't work.
No,
he became
for a long-
chancellor.
Well, yeah, now because people are so stupid. But yeah, like he wants to essentially cut funding for disabled children, disabled people in general, children, like Kindergeld, right? That's for parents to get money from the government to then spend on their kids because it's a help, because kids are expensive, right? So that's how you would get around that. Because at the end of the month, if you have a certain amount of money that you earn, most of it goes to rent and food and whatever. But the kid also has extra things, so diapers and all of this kind of shit, right? And that's what Kindergeld is there for, to help you be supported to fund or get that for the child. Anyway,
So how much money the parents get? At the end
it
of every
depends.
month?
Like when it's a baby, you get like a lot more. I mean, when I came back to Germany and my dad, I was 19. My dad went through the whole process of acquiring Kindergeld, and
You're 19. You're
Yeah,
not a
no.
kinder anymore.
yeah, but it's till the age of I think 21. I think something I can't remember, but the whole process, and I got $120 because I'm old enough to go into the workforce myself, but it's just because I'm also living with my dad, it's just, but
It's not nothing.
no, it's something
Yeah.
better than nothing, but it's like, because it's an extra mouth to feed in the house. you
Yeah.
know?
Okay.
So, but yeah, so he wants to cut that. He wants to just promote more, like he called Germans lazy. That's the worst thing you can call Germans, lazy.
Germans are not lazy.
No, no.
That's okay.
Yeah, like and just basically shitting on us normal people who are working our asses off, basically, and trying to get into our savings as well. He wants to somehow acquire I don't know how much money it was, but it was a lot, in the billions, to acquire your rent as well, like your pension.
We're still talking about the chancellor.
Yeah, we're talking about Central.
Okay.
So like he has certain reforms that he goes against and is for, but mainly on the far right side. So more for stricter borders and stuff like this, and less rights for women, less rights for LGBTQ, less rights for immigrants who want to integrate into German society, like what's going on here?
But Germany has an immigration problem.
Yeah, because it's being handled like crap. Because
So they allowed it to happen, basically.
yeah, because
okay.
previous I mean, Merkel tried, but she also failed, respectively. But I mean, she wasn't the worst, in my opinion, what I got out of it growing up. I mean, I left Germany quite early, so I wasn't associating with the politics then. But yeah, it's just like what I see, and was it 80%, or is it 80% now? Probably, but 80% of Germans hate our chancellor, and he's like, at that point, step down, like don't continue, because he's gonna run this country into the fucking dirt and into hell, well, a certain way.
They have a procedure for that, right? When they want to take the head of state out of power.
Yeah, I just can't remember this.
Yeah, but that's a procedure for it.
It should be,
If
yeah.
80% of the citizens don't want him, I'm sure there's something they can do about it, right?
Should be, yeah. I mean, I would definitely, if as soon as the chance comes, I'm voting against. But yeah, like
Impeachment. That's the word I was
think
looking for.
So, yeah. If I mean, we should do that to the orange raisin, but yeah, if you want to look it up.
So I'm researching right now. Impeachment in Germany possible. Let's see what it says. Yes, impeachment is possible in Germany, but it's limited strictly to the federal president and federal judges, and the process is fundamentally different from systems like the U.S.
Yeah.
Okay, the president can be impeached only for a willful violation of the basic law or any federal law. So he needs to be like bluntly. There we go.
Yeah.
Breaking the law. That's what I get it from it.
Yeah. And
Is he doing that? Or he's just being...
well, his views would bend the rules of the government to the point where
Chancellor. There you go.
it's chancellor, yeah.
The federal chancellor cannot be impeached. Instead, they are removed via constructive vote of no confidence. Okay, so that's the voting thing that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Where the Bundestag must elect a successor with a majority, thereby removing the current chancellor. So the Bundestag needs to do the voting.
Yeah.
And you said 80% of the civilization of the public.
Yeah.
What about the Bundestag? Because the Bundestag are not the public.
I mean, I feel like there's more unrest. At least everything that I'm seeing, on the internet, and I always again ask for a clarification on a summary of what's going on with ChatGPT, and also like Googling everything myself just to be sure I'm actually checking. But yeah, like a lot more people are being like also in the Bundestag like are unhappy with his reforms and questionable comments. He makes racist comments too.
Oh, I've seen it. I don't know much about this guy, but the few that I know, I didn't like it because he was just trashing talk Brazil.
Yeah,
it was like I think he went to Brazil in an official business or something official.
I think so, yeah.
And then when he came back, he was like saying German to the Germans. When he came back, I finally am back to a civilized country, something like that. Don't quote me on that, but it was something along those lines. And then he was on TV again. I think he just came back from Poland or another Eastern European country, and he was like talking with a baker, and he was like, finally, I just came back from Poland. I couldn't take their bread anymore. Finally, some good bread again. Like, why would you say that?
And you're a public figure.
Yeah, like
up there.
Okay, like, I mean, that's his personal opinion.
Yeah,
good,
you can say like German bread is better than Polish bread, right? But then don't go talking down on the people, because that's not.
Yeah, so he likes to do that.
Yeah, he's a bastard. Anyway, so.
But you know why people do that? I'm not talking about this. What's his name again?
Friedrich Merz.
Friedrich Merz.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Friedrich Merz specifically, but people who do that generally they're very insecure.
Yeah,
right?
Of course. No, because they can't deal with like being confronted with facts or certain things in life that are just true by nature, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like do you want me to read the thing real quick? Okay.
So I will focus the camera only on you.
No, don't do that. Oh God.
Go ahead, Eileen.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I stand here not as a politician, not as an economist, and not as someone backed by wealth or influence. I stand here as an ordinary working person. As someone who gets up early, goes to work, pays bills, contributes to society, and asks a simple question. Why does life feel harder for the people carrying this country? Across Germany, millions of people work hard every day. They drive deliveries, care for the sick, build homes, clean streets, stock shelves, transport goods, teach children, and keep daily life moving. Yet many feel they are running faster only to stay in the same place. Rent rises, energy costs rise, food costs rise, and stress rises. But security does not rise with it. People are told to work longer, wait longer, sacrifice more, and expect less. That is not sustainable. A strong country is not measured only by economic charts or political speeches. It is measured by whether ordinary people can live with dignity. Can workers afford housing? Can families build a future? Can the elderly retire without fear? Can young people believe effort will be rewarded? Can disabled people, women... Oh, whoops, there was a comma there. Can disabled people, women, minorities, and LGBTQ citizens live safely and equally, not only in law, but in everyday reality? Because rights on paper mean little if support systems are weakened, services become harder to access, and people are left behind. We must stop dividing ourselves over a background, identity, or who came from where, because that's not important. We all live on one planet. We all share the same future. The real threats are not our neighbors. The real threats are short-term thinking, growing inequality, climate damage, underinvestment, and a loss of trust between citizens and institutes. While other nations plan decades ahead, too much of Europe debates month to month. We need courage to think long-term again, invest in science, invest in housing, invest in infrastructure, invest in education, and invest in fair pensions. Invest in the people whose labor keeps this country alive. And let me add one more idea. Instead of forcing young people into military, Wehrpflicht, build a modern civic preparedness system in schools. Teach first aid, teach self-defense and de-escalation, teach disaster response, teach teamwork, teach democratic values, teach practical life skills. Very important. If someone wishes to serve in the military afterwards, let that remain an honorable voluntary choice. Yeah, voluntary, big keyword. But first, teach every young person how to save a life before asking them to defend a nation. A resilient society is built in classrooms before it is tested in crisis. And finally, to those who hold power and wealth, you will not live forever. None of us will. Money does not follow us. Titles do not follow us. What remains is what we built, what we improved, and whether ordinary people were treated with dignity while we had the chance. Germany can be strong, and so many other nations as well. But true strength begins at the bottom, where the people stand. Thank you. So, yeah, I just wanted to get that out there because it's like, I feel a lot of the younger generation, I mean, as well as the elderly as well, we all forget that despite our short life cycle that we do have, you know, I mean, what, 80 years, maybe 90,
That's
lucky
the
100,
average,
yeah. We can do a lot in that time frame if we just think about preserving as much as we can for others to enjoy when we leave, you know? So, like, it's just a shame because I would like to have children, right? I'm 29. So right now, the situation does not look positive, you know, for me to also economically sustain myself with my partner and also be able to enjoy things because that's getting more expensive. Traveling is more expensive. And obviously, you know, food, etc., whatever, all getting more expensive. And with a child added on top of that, that would just complicate things even more, and that also more stress. And raising a child already is stressful enough. I mean, I have 6 siblings, so I kind of know. I always woke up when they were screaming at night together with my mom, you know, so I kind of know, like, not enough sleep. But I know what goes into child rearing and, you know, how stressful that can be. And I don't want to be put into a situation where I'm constantly under, you know, stress with money. Because again, money runs everything, whether we like it or not. But yeah, it's just that we all live on the same planet. It's like if you go into space and look at planet Earth, there's no borders. You just see the countries, right? You go, there's Europe. Oh, look, there's Africa. On the other side is America, but, you know. But there is no divide. There is just being there, you know. And I think a lot of people need to be reminded that this is the state of things. Because, yeah, we can sometimes I'm afraid to say I'm proud to be German, but I am. Because I am. But then people would take that out of context and go,
You already did.
Yeah, probably. Probably
They
clipped
already
it
did.
and shipped it off, you know.
Yeah.
But also valuing privacy, you know, having the right to be private. And like, again, older people at the top, they don't have invasive privacy laws. Like WhatsApp now has an AI that is learning from your texts and sending data, right? So they don't have to deal with that. They have special apps that they can use to avoid, you know, certain topics that they maybe speak about, you know. So yeah, I feel like there's just a more invasion of privacy trying to break us down slowly, like you said as well, slowly developing
It's always
better
slowly,
thing. Yeah, like what was that metaphor? The crabs or the lobster in the boiling water. If you slowly crank up the temperature, eventually the lobster will be cooked. The lobster won't realize until it's too late.
Yeah.
Right?
Humans are very good at normalizing everything. We normalize abuse, we normalize weather, like whatever you put a human at, over time, they're just gonna feel like that's the normal.
Yeah, and I feel like especially
We're
with
all lobsters, basically.
yeah, essentially. But like with abuse as well, like it's historically, obviously, you can go look back in the old Vikings, pillage and rape everyone, you know, and that's a huge, you know, to control, to take, to have the power over it. But it's like, I feel people, especially there was a case some years ago with a girl. She was 15, and she got sexually abused after a Scheunfest or something on the countryside.
What? Fest?
Yeah, like a thing where like farmers, you know, go to party and drink.
Farmerfest.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, like a certain thing, a party convention, whatever. And she was sexually abused. I think she also died. I think, or did she? Well, something. Well, she was very close to death, or she died. I don't know. But the people that did this crime, they got protected. They got their faces covered. They got their names taken out of the thing, and I was just like, no. We need to shame these people. They need to go. And hot take. We need to bring Gulag back.
Goulash? What?
Gulag.
Food?
No, the Gulag.
What is that?
It's a Russian prison with forced labor, long hours.
Oh, come on. You're going from one extreme to the other.
No, but I'm
What are you
serious.
talking about?
You kill someone, Gulag. Rape someone, Gulag.
I don't think that's a good alternative.
Well, no, prison is too good for these people.
Before you go into that, here, Friedrich Merz,
Yeah, go on.
Merz, if you have any answers, just leave a comment, subscribe, like. Just don't forget to comment.
Publicity is publicity.
Yeah. Make sure to comment and like, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I going back to the Gulag, I don't think that's a good idea because
Why?
whenever you go to one of those extremes, it's very easy to abuse them. For example,
but
you have a political enemy, right? Oh, this guy, you want to get rid of him. Oh, this guy raped my daughter. Like, you just come up with a bogus excuse, and the next day he's dead. He went to Gulag.
But that's the thing.
Even you can very easily frame people and get rid of them.
Yeah,
with
but
those
that's precisely, we have to avoid all ways of corruption, because that's the issue, is the corruption part. These people only got, what, 3 years in prison? Or not even. No. They didn't even have to spend a night in prison.
Yeah, but you're looking to... Oh man, I need to stop eating those things.
Yeah, maybe.
You're looking for a way to punish them harder.
Yes.
Yeah, but that doesn't work. Statistically, has been proven that punishing people does not work. You just create more offenders over time. It's like that's
Yeah, but the thing
that's
is,
how humans work.
even in Israel, Iraq, all those places, 20 to 30 years in prison if you hit a woman, hit a child, or sexually abuse a child, even any kind of fucking crime.
I agree with you. It's
in
not
that
fair.
level,
it's not fair.
It's not.
Fair. The justice is not being made. But
No.
I'm taking a step back and.
Sorry, I got emotional.
What?
I got emotional.
No, it's okay. And I feel like we as humans, like that's not how we're gonna, in the long term, right, fix things.
Oh, well, it would definitely deter people.
It would be more just for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like, my point is, just to conclude my point, I don't feel the solution is to punish people harder, but to improve the system.
No.
Okay.
No. No. We can agree to disagree.
We need to find a way to stop producing.
Well, the thing
people
is,
like that, you know, what's wrong with the culture?
No, well, the culture is we are hiding it.
About anymore.
Abuse.
I'm talking abuse in general.
Yeah, just in general, like any form of abuse or sexual harassment or sexual, like an act of, you know, being raped and stuff.
If those things happen, they need to be properly.
Well, even
punished.
But the thing is, even if people report it, right? Most of it goes unpunished because of
that's
these.
Not okay.
That's why the law needs to be changed.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
But what's wrong is why there's so many abusers to begin with.
Because they're getting away with it.
Where the solution lies. That's where we need.
Because if you have a friend and he makes a sexually charged comment at a woman, right? Saying, oh yeah, she's easy. I bet I could get her and bend her over, right? Now, what would you say to someone that you know very well? Would you say like, haha, funny, but let's not, right? Like any kind of comment that hints, because the gradient is you have green, goes to yellow, goes to orange, goes to red, right? Red is already committing the act multiple times or, you know, offending multiple times. And it's like, it doesn't take much from orange to get to red, right? Catching people out, even your own family members, if you see something like an uncle, I know it's always an uncle, or a father, or even a mother, like sexually abusing her own son, can happen, has happened. And, you know, those children are ruined. The innocence is gone, right? They have just experienced the worst thing that can happen to someone.
Yeah.
And they will probably blame themselves, because self-blaming is the way to cope, but it's not, because it's like they didn't consent, they didn't want this to happen, but it happened to them because their parents that they thought they trusted, you know, are sick, twisted people, and they need to be locked away. And I think, but prison, like you said earlier, with playing video games in a prison, that's too nice. No, these scum, gulag. You think you can get away with a little, you know, no. You go work.
I'm not defending those people, Eileen.
No, I know. But this is my point. I just want these people to be put somewhere where they will suffer a long, miserable time, because you have ruined someone's life forever. They will never get that back. And that is what hits me so hard.
And justice doesn't take it seriously.
It does not.
No, the judges don't take it seriously.
No.
Like you see some, I like to watch. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be honest. I like to watch those body cans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about on YouTube.
Yeah.
And you see the most horrific crimes, and then you just learn the end. The sentence was like 10 years.
Yeah.
5 years.
Not enough.
And they just like kill the whole family or something like that.
Yeah.
There's something's wrong, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I think your point is like those people are not being punished enough, and I agree with you. But my other point is why there's so many killers and abusers to begin with.
Because there is just no way to detect that. Like, there isn't a system in place to detect. For instance, people, I think hear me out, before you have a child, need to take a test, right? The same with Hundeführerschein, ne? So
What is that?
Literally.
Yeah, tell the people what's that.
Okay, so in Germany at least, you have to take, like, if your dog is bigger than, I think, or like taller than 40 centimeters and heavier than 20 kilos, then you have to take a thing, like basically just a test. It will ask you questions. Okay, if your dog exhibits so-and-so behavior, what is what's happening? You just describe it or whatever. And it's really easy questions, but it's like something logical. And I had to take that test. It wasn't hard. And then, you know, because then you pay the dog tax, blah, 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 you know. And it's just to prevent people from being backyard breeders, you know, because then they are officially registered with their animal. And if you want to have a breeding dog, you need to go for certain tests as well, you know, like health, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So parents should take a test to see if they are capable of even caring for a human, because loads of people buy little dogs and then they abandon them in the shelter because it's responsibility. So many modern parents have a child because they want a child, but they don't think about the responsibility.
Yeah, but how are you going to control that?
Well, that's the thing. If you want a child, you go to a doctor, usually as a woman, right? You say, hey, I would like to
breed.
Yeah, I would like to breed. Yes, that's how you come across. Yeah, but I'm planning for children. And my female doctor, she asked me this too. She was like, "Oh, do you a Kinderwunsch, like, you know, child wishes in the future?" And I said, "Yeah, of course. You know, like at some point soon."
There's a limit for a woman, right?
Yeah, our time runs out like 35 is like the ceiling.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Imagine if you want to have a kid after 35, must be horrible for a woman.
Well, yeah, it gets harder, and you know, we have a certain amount of eggs in our you know in the egg sacs, in the ovaries, from birth.
No,
Yes.
from birth.
Yeah, we are born with the egg cells that we will have for a limited
It's
time.
insane.
That's nature, right? Obviously, other creatures don't really have that, because you know, unless they die, because they obviously have a certain limit until they die. At least I think so. But yeah, but for humans, it's definitely, we are born with a certain set of amount of eggs, and then when you hit your teenage years, then you can have kids. Some women have it earlier, some have it later. It really depends, you know, on your genetics and stuff like that.
It's so unfair.
It is, and
It's so short because I mean the
Yeah.
brain's not fully formed until we're 31 or something. Before that, we're still
go 25, yeah.
25.
Yeah. My peak years are like now.
Thank you.
But I can't, I don't want to, because of stuff, because of economic stuff. That's
Yeah,
why.
it's so unfair.
Yeah.
You have a very short window of time to make this life defining decision.
Mm-hmm.
Life-altering decision, not only yours life, but your partner's and the kids' life.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Selecting the right person is also a
Yeah.
big hurdle.
What if you're in your phase where you want to focus in work,
Yeah.
or you don't feel like have a boyfriend or girlfriend? Like it's not always that you feel like it.
No, definitely. And like, just knowing when you are at the right point in life, sometimes then it's already too late. So it's a very tricky thing, because again, we have a certain time frame where it's possible, and usually that's also the time in the modern era as well, where most women go, oh, I have a career, you know, I can do all of this stuff. But then the other thing, you know, gets pushed aside. So it's either you have a successful career, and some people can do both, that's fine, but that's because they obviously have more privilege, you know, with more money available or whatnot.
Yeah.
So again, for the average person, it's either I'm going to become a housewife and my husband's gonna, you know, get all the income. But it's the same also, like, you know, with the gay couples as well. Like, lesbians, like, one will carry the child, and then, like, who is the donor? That also background checks and stuff like that,
Yeah.
which is also a lot of a hassle. But, you know, or adoption is also a possibility, like gay couples or something as well. Oh, I mean,
but
gays and men.
Yeah.
It's not simple. But there is always a way to, you know, there is always a way. It's just that we shouldn't think so restrictively on the possibilities, you know, because, oh, traditional views, man and woman, child.
I had a coach, a relationship coach, and on the show recently.
Oh, yeah.
His name is Andre Paradis, and accordingly to him, those are his words. He's a very divisive figure, and he states that traditional works best. Man takes care of the money, takes care sustaining the wife. The wife takes care of the home and bear the children, and accordingly to him, that's the most sustainable way of carrying a relationship.
Yeah.
And I can see where that comes from. You know, usually speaking, men make more money. Usually speaking, women are more nurturing.
Yeah.
There we go. And taking care of a kid
Yeah.
is a full-time job.
Yeah.
So I understand where he's coming from.
Yeah, of course. No, I don't disagree that, like, the more, but I feel like limiting it to the tradition is what is stopping, like, in the politics side of things, you know, making it like forcing people. No. You as a gay couple, you cannot have kids. You can't adopt anything, you know, because that's not right.
Statistically speaking, gay men couple, they are the most stable relationships
Yeah.
of them all. More than between heterosexual couples.
Yeah, because they actually communicate
Yeah.
and they are very open, very relaxed, you know, in
And
that way.
you know which are the most unstable relationships statistically speaking, lesbians. For some reason, I don't know, but
I can't
that's
speak
the
for
case.
that.
That's the case.
But
So-
yeah, I mean, yes, of course. Even in a heterosexual relationship, like with, for instance, me and my partner now, like, yeah, of course we have friction moments. You know, we disagree on things, but then at the end of the day, we sit back down and we go, "Hey, look,
Fuck.
that was that was a very charged situation."
Yeah.
You know, emotional as well. I mean, usually I try to stay very logical in that moment because I'm looking at the side of like the pros and cons.
Yeah.
I think of that a lot. And
You already do more than most people.
you know,
That's impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
but yeah, like it's very like we are discussing a topic and then, you know, we bash heads and it's just like, yeah, but this and that, and then, you know, he has his points obviously as well, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I get that you have your views, but here are also my views. Eventually we come to a agreement, you know, and we say, look, sorry, that got a bit out of hand, you know, it happens, but I mean,
That's normal.
yeah, like a discussion or an argument is good to have because it also builds for the next disagreement. You already know how to navigate each other's emotions. And that's the key thing. Like, I feel that if you can have a good communication between your partner, like also being together, but then also spending like, so we have our PCs.
Me time.
Yeah, exactly. We have our PCs next to each other, but he has his squad that he hangs out with, and I have my little squad I hang out with. Or I will go into the living room and play there, or, you know, watch stuff alone, you know, but we do stuff together, but we are still separate entities, you know? It's like, I miss him, but it's not like I'm like, oh, I need him here every second of the day, you know? So that's important to note. I know it sounds very whiny, but yeah, like just that aspect of, yes, we can be together and spend time and do, you know, all these lovely things that couples do, but also be independent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eileen, we are reaching the 3 hours mark.
Yes.
I would like to ask you if you have any final remarks, anything else that you'd like to say.
Well, guys, we only live on one planet, so we should treat each other with respect and care and stop arguing about pointless stuff. That's all I gotta say for that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Eileen, thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Of course.
And see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Subscribe. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. If it's your first time watching the show, please make sure to like and subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please rank the show 5 stars. This will ensure that the podcast is recommended to even more people and allow me to keep doing what I love. Check out now the BruCast store. Explore a store filled with awesome goodies, from hoodies to t-shirts to mugs. We've got you covered. Stay in style with BruCast. Embrace the shock, set the trend. Buy now at brew-cast.com/store. Again, that's brew-cast.com/store. Link below. Be a BruCast model and get free stuff. We'd like to see how you and your loved ones enjoy BruCast. Snap a picture of yourself, your family, your friends, or even your pets wearing BruCast merch or watching an episode of the show and send it to us and become part of BruCast. We will feature pictures at the end of every episode, just like the ones you're seeing on screen right now. You can upload your pictures at brew-cast.com/contact or tag us on social media. Alright everyone, it has been a pleasure. Thank you so much and see you next time. Bye bye.